Alrighty, hello my friends, welcome on in. Give me a second, I'm currently getting the game booted up. Hopefully it, shows up right away here. Guess we'll see. You might be able to hear it right now, hopefully. Where's the game? Is the game not there? Oh, there it is, okay.
Sam, I am.
Yeah, we're playing Serious Sam finally. So, hell yeah. So yeah, welcome in everybody, hope you guys are all doing well, and hopefully you guys have been finding the week so far to be nice and chill, and hopefully not too stressful. Welcome as well, by the way, Velociraptor. I got my test results back, not a dino, but all results are normal. I get you there. Sorry, I'm already fighting back hiccups. I just finished eating some lunch not too long ago, I guess, so I guess that's a sign as to where lunch is right now. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you're not a dino, unfortunately, but it's good to hear that the results are normal at least. But yeah, hopefully overall you're doing alright there as well, Velociraptor. I'm still going to believe you are a dinosaur either way, though. So yeah, Serious Sam. Serious Sam is definitely, when it comes to the game series, it's definitely a series of games that, it's weird, is the best way I can kind of like explain it. They're definitely classics for sure. They're classics for being very, chaotic and action-packed, first-person shooter games. I want to say they're games that basically take inspiration from the other old school ones, like Quake and Doom and whatever. Like games like that, where it's basically, you know, all about, you know, moving around, checking every corner, killing a whole bunch of bad guys, building a huge arsenal of guns. So the game is basically like that, you know, like how Quake was, where you go like level to level, shooting a whole bunch of bad guys, completing objectives and whatever. But the thing about like the Serious Sam game is that kind of like makes itself more unique than from the other ones is the fact of how it takes all that kind of like usual FPS stuff you would expect from like the old schools and times it by like maybe 2 or 3. So you'll soon see what I mean. Basically, like when it comes to the idea of like killing a whole lot of bad guys and building an arsenal of guns, there's gonna be a shit ton of bad guys and a lot of very big weapons everywhere. So you'll soon see what I mean when we get into it, which I guess right now let's go ahead and start the game here now, so let's do that. This is also gonna be the first time I ever play the this version of the game, by the way. We're playing the I guess I want to say the OG version. Like this is the classic version of this game, Serious Sam: The First Encounter. I definitely have played the first encounter before, but I played the HD version of it years ago. I was actually tempted to play that version instead, just because that game kind of like controls a bit better and whatnot, and also looks, you know, better as well. But I figured because we were, when it came to like Quake and whatever, like the Quake series, because of how we tried our best to make those games feel as authentic as we could to the OGs, I figured why not just play the classic with this game as well too, you know. It would be a nice fun little experience for me as, you know, someone that's always wanted to play this version of the game as well too when I was a kid growing up. So yeah, let's just go right into there. We'll play it on normal. I love the descriptions for the difficulty stuff you want to set your game to. Got like tourist for non-FPS players, so if you're like super new to FPS games, you're probably gonna want to play on this. Easiest for those that, you know, have played FPS games but are still kind of like learning. Normal is, you know, normal. Hardest for experienced Serious Sam players. So if you're used to playing games like, you know, this here, which you'll soon see, you'll probably want to play in hard. And then serious is for if you want like an actual challenge. And I love what it says on the bottom there, are you serious? And I think the funny thing as well too is that if you in future Serious Sam games, they have like an extra harder like an even harder difficulty setting you can put on there called mental. And I think the description for that one is "You are serious." But yeah, we're gonna play it on normal because I don't really, you know, I don't want to challenge myself right now. Maybe if I feel like it later, I don't know. We'll see. At the dawn of the 21st century, mankind makes a startling discovery. Beneath the sands of the earliest known human civilization, traces of another, even more ancient but technologically advanced civilization are uncovered. The profound scientific implications of this discovery leads humankind to the far reaches of the universe. Everything seems perfect, but too perfect to last. In the year 2104, human civilization is attacked by countless deadly monsters, spawned from another dimension. In the battles that follow, humankind fights valiantly, but nothing can stop the monsters from coming. Earth's forces are steadily defeated, planet by planet, from Alpha Centauri back to their own solar system. Because of his extreme bravery in battling monsters, Sam Sirius Stone becomes a legend. Wounded countless times but never defeated, Sirius Sam becomes a living symbol of the Earth's resistance against the advancing evil. But, no matter how bravely the human armies fight, they are defeated time and again. Attempts to defend a solar system fail, and the Earth is now under direct attack. Humankind stares into the face of its own annihilation. World leaders must now turn to their last chance, an ancient artifact called the Time Block, a relic from a long-forgotten race, imbued with the power to teleport a single person back in time. The choice of whom to send is obvious. So that's basically the gist of the whole story, by the way. Why the game basically takes place, like, back in, like, ancient Egypt. Because, like, believe it or not, this game is actually a sci-fi game. Funny enough. I think the majority of the Serious Sam games is actually, like, a sci-fi in a way, despite the fact that, like, yeah, we're going, like, way back in time at this game. And I believe also in, the second encounter as well, too, which is the game that comes after this. The series of the Serious Sam games is definitely, weird. Because the first game is sort of like, it's like it's split into two. We're playing this one, which is the first encounter, and then the second one is the second encounter. Believe it or not. But then after those two games, then comes Serious Sam 2, which, yeah, we'll get into that game when we get there. Then after Serious Sam 2, it goes, in a different direction, where it kind of, like, starts, making prequels, with Serious Sam 3. And I believe Serious Sam 4 as well, too. I think both of those games are prequels in a way. But yeah, no, either way, though. The timeline for these games can get a little weird, but it's usually not too big of a deal, because despite the title of the game, this is one of those kind of game series that doesn't really take itself super duper seriously. Hilariously enough, like ironically. Hey look, there he is! Ow! I love that. See, Serious Sam has arrived, in the, before time or whatever you want to say. Also, this font is super damn small. I think it's just because of the, resolution I have the game at right now, which I kinda can't really fix the, well, maybe I can, I don't know how I would go about that. But either way, this shouldn't matter too much when it comes to the, text here. Basically, every new level you basically start the level with, like, you know, this stuff here, where you get, like, a description of, like, the area, the next level you're in and whatnot, and what your objective is and whatever. But it's also a menu you can open up to, like, inspect, like, your weapons that you would find. So you start with, like, a military knife and a gun, like a regular revolver. The description of the revolver is kind of goofy, but also interesting. Because if you go over here, replica of original 1875 Schofield cavalry model, modified for increased accuracy. A solid and reliable weapon, but normally not very efficient for combat situations due to its low rate of fire. This one is fitted with a small techno-magical ammunition replenisher, or TMAR for short, I guess. The font's still hard for me to read. Captured from Mental's forces to provide infinite ammunition supply. Useful as the last resort defense and for elimination of weaker enemies at long range. So, like, I guess I forgot to mention, like, not only is this game, like, a sci-fi game in a way, but it's also, like, a fantasy game in a way. It's like a weird blend of, like, fantasy and sci-fi, I would say. Hey there, Vexter, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, basically that's like a little explanation as to like why the revolver will not run out of ammo. Because the revolver in the game is like basically like the ammunition is like infinite, pretty much. But yeah, I guess if you want to have the context of the story and everything, I guess I can try and read the at least this stuff as best as I can. When it comes to like the weapons and enemies, I'll try to like, you know, keep it brief, but yeah. Does this matter? I guess we can read this one. Welcome to Natriska. Hello, I am Natriska. Oh god, I really cannot read. Neurotronically implanted combat situation analyzer. I will guide you through your missions by analyzing new environments, enemies, and items. When I have a new message for you, press U to invoke me and read it. If you encounter a strange artifact, I will allow you to analyze it by pressing the use button. Now read through your first mission briefing, then select exit to start playing. Good luck. So basically, like, yeah, Serious Sam, I guess, has, an implanted kind of like thing in his brain that, shows him this menu and stuff. Gives him all this, like, knowledge or whatever. But yeah, this here. Hatshepsut. I don't know how you pronounce these. There's definitely gonna be a lot of names in these games I'm not gonna be able to, like, pronounce. After traveling back in time, we landed, as expected, in a great temple at Deir el-Bahri, built by a female Egyptian ruler, Hashput. Time travel has caused some atmospheric turbulence, but I expect the weather will calm down in a few moments. We know a little about the Syrians. They preserved their knowledge and enabled time lock, but their life in ancient Egypt is still a mystery to us. You have to find out more about the Syrians, and maybe it will help us discover and destroy the evil that attacked Earth. This is the plan. Ancient Egypt had two centers of power. One was a civic town called Memphis, the greatest city of its time. The second is Thebes, a sacred place and the heart of the Egyptian religion. Memphis rulers, unsatisfied with power and influence of the religious people in Thebes, started a riot. During the riots, Thebes was invaded and robbed. Afterwards, survivors locked all the doors of Thebes with their magic powers. Now, only the one that finds four magic elements can enter Thebes. I am sure that in one of these centers we will find the answers to our questions. The font being like super damn tiny does not help me read. I have to like use my mouse to like kind of point where I am. This riot was also the beginning of the end for the Egyptian Empire. They torn apart with the battles for power, exhausted in wars with many countries that they conquered. Without any help from their gods, they started losing countries one by one, until the final fall of the Egyptian Empire. They never rose from the ashes again. First of all, we have to find the four magic elements. They are placed in catacombs within these mountains. Closest to us is the Temple of Thutmose I, Father Hashput. To proceed there, you must enter this great mountain. Okay. Stinky Baka. That's so silly, I love it. Welcome by way citrus, you stinky citrus. I'm just teasing, I don't know how to tease people being stinky. But yeah, how are you doing though, Citrus? Hopefully the week's been showing your ender so far. But yeah, let's actually get into the game now, enough reading.
Ready for battle.
Ready for battle. Let me know if the audio is like too quiet or anything, by the way. I did try to lower the audio a little bit because I did think it was a little bit too quiet, but I might try to do this quickly. Get worked on. Oh my god. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm also checking stuff here because I'm curious if there is by chance if I missed what is it, like subtitles? I don't think there's subtitles for this game actually. Don't think there is. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Counter twerk, I guess, yeah. Just butt bumpy, I guess. Oh no, a bad guy. Ow. Had a good start. Already got hit. But yeah, this is basically the game. This is it's very old school, like I said. It's all about, you know, just moving around, killing fast, and It just, yeah. Like Quake and Doom as well too, by the way, this is also a game that has a lot of secrets in the levels as well. I'm not gonna be able to find all the secrets in the game. I'm definitely not gonna be able to perfect the game, because I will not be able to find everything, considering like how much there is in these levels, but when it comes to the first level here, I do at least remember some secrets here, like there's this secret double-barrel shotgun here.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Kablamzos. So yeah, this is basically this game's super shotgun, or in the case of this game, the double-barrel shotgun. I'm pretty sure this game just calls it the double-barrel shotgun. But yeah. This game definitely has a lot of weapons as well too. Honestly, I'm trying to like, I'm thinking in my head now, like, does this game have more weapons than like Quake, if we're like thinking about like the base Quake game? But I honestly don't know, I have to like think about it. I love how you can also like dual wield the revolvers as well, which is pretty fun. There's another secret over here I remember, where if you hop up over here and up here, you get the rocket launcher.
Now that's some serious firepower.
And some serious firepower. I love Serious Sammy, such a goof. But yeah, this level is interesting because of how you can just find these weapons like pretty fast. Steal the lizard. I mean, good luck trying to steal me, I guess, considering how I'm like several tons heavy. It's like trying to steal Godzilla in a way. It just can't be done. But yeah, there's also ammo on the other side here if you hop over here, remember that. Magic, I'm a wizard cat. Just make a portal underneath me and I'll just like fall into it. Except I don't even fall all the way through. Belly gets caught in it. Congrats on the 10 stream streak, by the way, Citrus. Big hugs over to you, Mavaran. Best wishes and hopes you'll continue to find the streams here to from Cozy. One thing I actually like about this game, because you'll notice the crosshair in the middle, how it's kind of like obnoxiously big or whatever. But there's a cool thing about the crosshair, like where if you hover over bad guy, it changes color, eh? That actually shows you like the amount of health a bad guy has when you're shooting them. So if I shoot this guy once, he's got like it changes to like yellow, because that means he's got like half health now. So the crosshair can change to 3 different colors. It can change to green, yellow, or red, depending on how hurt the bad guy you're currently shooting is. This is also cool as well too. This is like the game's way of like giving you the whole lore of like the whole world that you're in and everything. If you go back to this menu here, like I said, you can actually like read the like descriptions and whatnots of all the weapons and like enemies that you'll encounter in the game and stuff. It's crazy. I won't get into it too much, but this is just a fun little thing I kind of like. Cause it like in a way, like in a sense, the game gives you like a sort of like explanation for why the enemies look the way they do. Like, why does this enemy look like this, or why is this guy like missing his head or has his head in his hand here? A gun dex and enemy dex, hell yeah. These like beheaded guys are actually really interesting here. An executed Syrian soldier raised from the dead by mental and remote controlled by life control units, LCU. The Rocketeer carries his own head in one hand to receive audio/visual information and fires one magic missile at a time from a low-power handheld launcher. They're immune to their own missiles. Oh, I pressed the console button. Thank you for giving a shout out to Remens. I always forget to do that, oh my god. Let me go ahead and do that to you as well. How is hold on, let me look at the stream. What happens if I alt-tab? Okay, it just pauses, okay, I see. Because this is one of those kind of games where there's no, running in the background kind of thing, so every time I alt-tab, it's gonna, like, do this. Did I break the game? Wait, did I break the game? Oh, it's paused. How do I unpause it? It says it's paused, but I don't know how to unpause the game. Okay, hold on a second. I did not see this coming at all. I think if I go here and here and here... is there pause button? No. I don't know how to unpause the game. I did not see this coming at all. Thank you for a shout. Yeah, no problem, Edmonds. How are you doing, by the way? Hope you had a fun chill stream last night. I see you were playing some Dr. Mario, but I think you were playing a bunch of other retro games as well too, right? Oh god, I don't know how to unpause the game. I'm pressing the F keys. I save the game by doing that. Recording. No, I'm just making screenshots now. Hello? How do I get the pause out of here? I have never encountered a situation like this where I cannot unpause the game. I'm literally pressing all the buttons on my keyboard. Oh boy, okay, I cannot find the button at all to unpause the game. What if I just go... pause? No, it doesn't work. Pie crust? No, I see what you mean there. I could go for a big pie myself right now, not gonna lie. I'm doing good, and last night was good as well. Hell yeah, that's good to hear. Very happy to hear that. It was a retro night. I also did Picross, Tetris, and Pac-Man. Okay, awesome. I forgot, I actually forgot about that whole Picross game. I played it a bunch, like a couple months ago, but after I finished all the puzzles in there, I just kinda stopped. I am... Okay, hold on. Maybe if I just quick save and then stop game and then quick load, I guess, here. It still says pause. Am I just stuck paused? Oh god. Okay, hold on a second. Let me try starting a new game then. It's not a big deal. I didn't really do a whole lot anyway.
Ready for battle.
Ready for battle. So if I go save then, like save over here, I guess. I'll title this as like stream save just so I'll know. Okay. So I need to like test this now because that's gonna be a problem for whenever I need to alt tab out of the game. So if I pause here and then alt tab like I did earlier. So I can like, you know, give shouts or whatever, blah blah blah. And then if I try going back into the game. No, it's pause again. Okay. Then if I load the save here. Why does it do that? Okay, so I saved the game by reloading that there, but having to alt tab out of the game breaks it. Because the game pauses itself whenever I alt tab, but like when I click back on the game, it doesn't resume. Okay, hold on a second. I need to test this some more. So if I do it again, like if I do it like that, but if I pressed these buttons again, no, it just says pause. Alt tabbing it by pressing like Alt tab doesn't save it. It's just stuck. Okay, well this is definitely a problem that I didn't see coming at all. If this does become a problem, I might have to actually swap over to the HD version of the game then. Oh, the problem, okay, I guess it's not too bad. The thing I need to remember then is that I need to make a habit of saving then if I need to alt tab then. That's all. That is still pretty dumb though.
Blizzard
Lizard. Your twerk to someone, the derpy lizard, actually worked. God damn. God. That lizard is definitely just my brain 24/7. It's no wonder a lot of people, like, compare me to that lizard there.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. So it's no big deal, like, that's definitely an annoying thing when it comes to alt-tabbing out of the game, but at least we know. So... And plus I didn't really lose a whole lot of progress anyway, like, all I did was just grab a couple, like, secrets, so it's fine. I just got back to the game crash when you alt-tabbed? No, it's, kinda. It's more that the game got soft lock, because it's not used to being alt-tab, because it's like a... Because this is like an old-fashioned game where, you know, most people would not usually do that kind of stuff. So if I just make a... Okay, well, whatever. Just override that. So if I save here and then alt-tab, like I do there, like if I need to alt-tab to check something, and then go back to the game, you'll see that it's like paused there still. Like there's a tiny little like word pause there, if the stream will show it. Yeah, every time I alt-tab as well too, it always takes a minute to like get the game back in focus. But yeah, basically the game pauses itself like here, and there's no button to unpause it. I bashed all the buttons on my keyboard, and like nothing comes up. There's nothing that can break me out of this pause thing here, so... Yeah, the best thing to do is basically just like reload the save I made before the game got paused there.
Now that's some serious firepower.
That's some serious firepower. I do like being a rocket launcher. Yeah, like the Quake games as well, this game does have a rocket launcher and a grenade launcher. The grenade launcher is a little bit weird compared to Quake, but it is still a grenade launcher. He gave me his Magicites. Is that like a Pokemon? I think it is. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. Thank you for the head pats, by the way, Will Awake, and enjoy the lurk there, my friend. Hopefully you'll find the lurk to nice and cozy. Big hugs over to ya. Question, have you ever had the creamy coconut Dr. Pepper? Not that I recall. That's a new one for me, actually. That's a whole brand new flavor for me. I know Dr. Pepper is like the brand of soda that's known for having like different, like a whole bunch of like flavors of soda. I think the quick save button's also this. Yeah, okay. I'll just make a habit of pressing that button instead when I need to make a save. And wait, does this button? Okay, that's the quick load button. Okay, no big deal. Yeah, like I know Dr. Pepper is like all about all the different flavors, but all I know when it comes to Dr. Pepper and its different flavors is like the regular cola and cherry. Where I live up here in Canada, I don't think it's very rare whenever I see different flavors of Dr. Pepper. Unfortunately. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough, I don't know, but that's just kind of like a thing. I don't get to see a whole lot of different flavors of Dr. Pepper. A lot of older games tend to disagree with alt-tab. Yeah, this seems to be the case of this game as well, yeah. Which is unfortunate, but it's okay. We at least have a workaround. It's all good. Magicite is a Final Fantasy thing that lets me summon Lizard when I want. Oh, is it? Okay, I see. I didn't realize I'm from Final Fantasy as well now. That's pretty cool. Oh, I love it. Hi Happy, how's it hanging, Chad? Yeah, hey there, Johnny. Doing swell, hopefully doing swell yourself there. You're Canadian and American? Yeah, I'm Canadian myself. I live up over in the province of Manitoba, where everything's prairie lands everywhere. Which means our winters are fucking hell. Fellow Canadian, yeah. That's pretty cool to learn that you're also Canadian there, Vexter, hell yeah. Oh, okay, so also, wanna hear a fun fact? Sure, I love fun facts. But But first off, with this game here, so like I said, this game is known for having secrets like Quake, you know, as you saw earlier, where I found like the rocket launcher here because it was a secret weapon and stuff. But this game definitely has a lot of weird ones. It has a lot of weird secrets, which I'm gonna show you guys like right now here. Because I think if I oh wait, no, this isn't it. There's a wall somewhere I need to like blast open, and that will like open up a secret. And it's a very weird one, like I said. You guys need to see it, just to give you guys a little bit of an example as to how weird this game can get, and how, ironically unserious this game can get as well, too. But I misremembered where the secret is, though. I think it's, like, down here. Yeah. I'm sad gas prices in Los Angeles are around $12 per gallon. That's crazy, oh my god. Yeah, gas prices definitely gone very crazy over the years, haven't they? There it is. Oh well. So this is the secret, by the way. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be the faces of the developers or something. $12, I know, right? So yeah, I'm not quite sure when it comes to the context of this secret here, but this is just a goofy little thing you can like stumble across. Also, if you try to kill one of them, they make like like just listen. just basically draws out a very long like death animation when you kill them. I don't need to kill them, but I'm doing it anyway just cause I can. But yeah, basically that's just, I feel like that's just a good example as to how goofy these series of games can get. Cause despite the despite the title of these games, they definitely do have moments where they're like not very serious. Kansas is more flat than a pancake. Scientists got a stack of pancakes from IHOP and used some microscope shit to map its geographical data. They then did a bigger scale of that for the state of Kansas. The pancake had more bumps and ridges in Kansas. What about a crepe, though? Crepes are also known for being very flat and pancake-like in a way. That is also very interesting and very silly fact, though. The fact that, like, scientists actually, like, took the time with a pancake and whatever just to, like, figure out that Kansas is super damn flat. I don't remember what's over here, though. Oh, this is, I guess this was the wall I was supposed to, like, bust down. Mega secret has been found. Crow team has been released. Thank you. Oh yeah, this is the, developers. Okay, I guess the other one were, like, supposed to be fans or whatever. Let's kill them. Technically, I did free them, though. I freed them from their mortal coil. So goofy. I'll just, like, run over in here and grab this stuff. Cool. This game also does tend to surprise you a lot, so... You'll remember when we played Quake, where that game had a tendency to sort of, like... spawn bad guys behind you in a way by hiding bad guys like around like a tight corner, or by blasting open like a wall to reveal like a hidden room that had like a bad guy in it. This game just straight up, like, it does the same thing in a way, but it straight up just teleports the bad guys like in front of you or behind you. So there definitely will be moments where it'd be like, oh fuck, like we suddenly get surrounded out of nowhere. Also there's another like really there's another secret like out there as well too. So like if we like run all the way out there, we'll get to like discover another secret. This one's a little bit tedious though, because you have to like actually run like super far out there. Like I said though, these kind of like old school games are all about the, you know, the secrets and whatnot, and this game definitely multiplies the usual like stuff you would expect from a old school shooter. Like it just basically multiplies that kind of stuff by a lot. Also, if you run out here, I do remember this, when you run out here, it spawns these guys. Like I mentioned, the game will sometimes do this, where it just spawns bad guys. And I think these guys are also like one of the toughest ones as well too, which is a good thing they got a rocket launcher real early on in the game. There we go. But yeah, we want to run all the way over to that tree that's like right above our crosser there. The game will also sometimes spawn that like number there, like on the top right there. Just kind of like remind you that like, hey, you got some stuff to check out if you check the menu here. Which I don't really care right now. Is that a fish button? Is that the magical button that will spawn a whole bunch of fried fish directly into my belly? I'd be happy with that, honestly. Just have the giant musket filled with a whole lot of fish. There we go. Is the raw fish button? Nah. Well, I mean, sushi in a way is also raw fish as well too, eh? So I still wouldn't mind stuffing my belly with tons of fish either way. Plus, I'm a Komodo dragon, so it shouldn't, you know, matter that much that's raw. I'm a kitty suppressant for Snacky. Oh, okay, I get you there, no problem, there's Citrus. You wouldn't mind if I borrowed that button for a bit though, eh? Just to like, you know, I want to see it, I just want to see the button. I just immediately start spamming the button. Once I get my Snacky, yeah. You know what that also reminds me of? It reminds me of that one, Dragon Ball Z abridged video where, Goku's like rushing for, his spaceship to escape like wherever. Try not to give too much context because it might be spoilers, I guess. But he rushes over to the spaceship and then just starts spamming a button and just starts spawning a whole bunch of muffins. Oh, I love it. Those Dragon Ball Z abridged videos were definitely a treat. I remember. Here'd you go, Snacky got, yeah. I'll just start like, I'll pick up the button and all of a sudden just all you hear is the whole room just starts smelling like fish. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, some of these levels can get a little time consuming with like how much you're running around as well too. Cause these levels can get very big. Because of like how like this is the kind of game that will spawn like a lot of bad guys like in your face. And what I mean a lot, I mean like
until somebody loses an eye.
What I mean basically is that this is the kind of game that will throw literal armies of bad guys directly your way. So some of these levels in this game can definitely get very big for that reason alone. Which means there's definitely gonna be moments like we kind of did earlier where just a lot of running. I did put a turbo feature in it. Hell yeah, turbo fish button. I love it. God, now I'm getting hungry for like fish and chips actually. I would love to have some like fried fish and some like salty fries.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, I got a shotgun. This game, like Quake as well too in a way, it doesn't waste time when giving you like a whole bunch of like weapons. And a whole lot of bad guys to fight alongside them. I remember this. Yeah, this skeleton guy also comes flying at you. Which is good thing I got the double barrel shotty here. But yeah, did I find all the secrets? I don't think I did. I don't really remember too well where everything is in this, in the first level here, but hey, we did okay, because I think by, once I go past this door here, yeah, that's the end of the first level, pretty much. And Sam takes a little bit of time just to stand there, I guess. And so yeah, this is basically the menu that gets thrown at you for once the level's over, just to tell you, like, how well you did. Each push spawns 20 fish. Damn, then I definitely filled the giant lizard belly tons, didn't I? Stuff the big lizard with fish and chips? Hell yeah, I would definitely love that tons. Low fun lizard face, but I need my face to be able to see the game. Citrus.
Lizard.
But yeah, it's kind of hard to read because the font is still super small, but I definitely didn't kill everybody, and I didn't get all the secrets. I missed the one somewhere. Which is fine. Like I said, I'm not really going to try and focus on, like, perfecting the game, because I will definitely miss stuff. But it's fine. I'm not really focusing on trying to, you know, like I said, perfect the game. I just want to, you know, play it and beat it, is all. It'll be fine. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I'm just like going through all these enemies here just to like get the notification number out of the way. You want kitty on face, the toeless fish, but you have the fish button back. So what do I do now? I guess I hit escape here, or exit. There we go. Next level. Sand Canyon. We've reached the other side of the mountain, and we are very near to the Temple of Thutmose. You have to enter the temple, but be careful. My superhearing detected some screaming from the inside. Loaf on Lizard Zombie? Yeah, the best place to loaf. Especially now it's like several tons full of fish now. Giant Lizard Belly just all sloshy and gurgly full of fish. But yeah, I remember this part here. This is definitely a classic moment here. You walk up ahead and you start hearing that screaming there. This is one of the kamikaze bad guys.
Oh, yourself. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, and then the game spawns like a whole bunch of them at you. Oh crap. Ow. Oh man, it's definitely been a while since I played this. Oh boy. I am kind of having a hard time trying to aim in this game, I will say, because the mouse sensitivity is very, fast. It's definitely a lot, like, more sensitive than it would be for any game. And it definitely doesn't help to, like, lower it either, because if I go over to, like, here, you'll see I already put the sensitivity to, like, 0. It's still super high. So it's not, it's like, I can still kind of aim, but it's definitely not what I'm used to. But anyways. But yeah, that's definitely just a classic moment there where, you get your first encounter with the kamikaze, enemies, which are known for just basically, screaming at you while they run at you with their bombs engaged. And if they get close enough, then you take a huge amount of damage. So it's definitely not gonna be the last time I ever see those kamikaze guys, because the game will definitely continue to spawn them a lot. I'm also gonna be making a habit of doing that as well too, where I'm gonna be swapping weapons a lot. At least in the first few levels, because in the first few levels I am definitely gonna be swapping between like the pistols and the shotgun a lot. So like I'll be using the pistols for shooting the regular soldiers, whereas when the spawn. Whereas when those skeleton guys show up, those which are called clear, I will swap the shot double barrel here and just blast them. Well, I'm here as well too. Let's grab this. Okay. But yeah, I very vaguely remember this level as well too. I'm pretty sure there's still a couple bad guys. Because you guys might have heard the, yeah, those bird noises. Those are actually bad guys. I think if I remember, they're actually hidden around a corner here. Yeah, if I open this up. There you go. Ow! Oh, damn it, come on, get down here. There we go. I think those bad guys there are called harpies, I believe. Oh yeah, witch harpy, yeah. Basically just, you know, some magical witch with wings that will claw your eyes out, pretty much. I'm pretty sure there is more secrets to be had though. Like, I think there is a way to get around this hill here. I forget how though. I feel like in the HD remaster for this game, it's a lot easier to get over that hill, but I don't remember. But I know there's definitely a secret around that hill. I can't remember how to get there. Oh, damn it. Okay, I think that's the way there. I just need to, like, kind of really jump for it. So, like, maybe... Oh, damn it. Okay, maybe rocket jump is what I need to do? There we go. Secret passage to the Hidden Valley has been located. So yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to get here in the HD remaster. I definitely don't remember the hills here being this slidey. But either way, we can get ourselves some nice stuff here, which is some bullets and more rockets. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the only way we can get ammunition for the rocket launcher for now as well too, which is trying to find the hidden ammunition. Okay. I could have sworn you can also get a new gun here as well, but I guess I'm thinking about different secrets. You definitely do get automatic weapons as well too later. There is of course the obvious like minigun, which is like the iconic Serious Sam weapon, I would say, since that weapon tends to be, you know, the poster child in a way for every Serious Sam game almost. But there's definitely quite a lot of other weapons as well too that will also be very nice for killing hordes of bad guys. Analyzing. We just entered the Temple of Thummoose. Inside here should be the first element. Something's wrong, it is too quiet. Watch out for unpleasant surprises. What if I go down here? Oh, who's smoking a blunt here? They're fogging up the whole room here. I heard him coming here, but I didn't think it was that close. Ow. Okay. Yeah, no, my memory is starting to get very foggy though when it comes to these levels now. It's definitely been several years since I played the first few Serious Sam games, or at least the HD versions.
I'm over here, you stupid headless freaks.
I do remember that though. All those bad guys just go running the other way. I think they're coming back? Okay, no, not yet. Then, oh my god! Wonder what a reference that is. Wonder what's being referenced there. I think, yeah, there's like a secret health thing there. I could have sworn there was like more here though. Oh well. I am definitely noticing a slight bit of like differences between the HD version that I used to play a lot of compared to the classic version that we're playing right now. It's not too dramatic of changes though, it's just slight differences with, like, you know, how things move around and stuff. Oh crap. I didn't move forward there, there was a wall that pushed me in there, which is why I went oh crap. So we're stuck in here now. Oh dear. And then we have evil frogs to fight now. A lot of evil frogs, holy crap. Thankfully the shotgun, at least this version, or I think both shotguns actually, the shotguns in this game have a very wide spread, so it's very good for clearing out swarms of those bad guys. Oh wait, look at that. Tommy gun. I think it's literally called a Tommy gun in this game as well. No, it's Thompson submachine gun. Okay, never mind. Well, I mean, close enough, eh? It's basically the first, like, automatic gun you'll get in the game. If you're just playing the game normally without, you know, hunting for secrets like we did. And, these were the froggies that we, shot. They're basically like frogs. They're like a devil frog. But yeah, it's good that we got the machine gun. I'm just pressing my buttons right now to remind myself as to what buttons I need to press to swap to what gun. Cause it is a bit different here compared to Quake. But we should be fine. Ah, crap. I was gonna make a habit of I was gonna quick save there first before I walked forward. Don't matter. Okay, quick save, there we go. Owie. Open up. There we go. But yeah, this is basically gonna be what the first few levels are gonna be as well too, I remember. I think there's also, hold on. Yeah, here. There's a secret over here if you like hop up there. And oh god. There we go. I remember that one. There's like a little platform that like bounces you up if you walk on it. Which is how you get that armor there. But yeah, as I was saying though, this is basically what the first few levels in this game is gonna be though, where it's gonna be a lot of like close quarters stuff. It's not gonna be until like later in the game, I think, where the game's gonna be, where the levels are gonna be a lot, like a hell of a lot more like open-ended. Cause at that point in the game, that's basically when the game, like I said, throws a lot of armies of bad guys at you, like literal armies. I don't remember if there's a crouch button. Okay, let's see. Hold on. There we go. I need to change that. Because I pressed control there and it shot my gun, but usually I have control as my crouch button. Where is it? Oh god, I gotta like hunt for it. Have fun, Big Lizard. Yeah, no problem, Drazerd. I'm definitely having lots of fun so far. Oh, here it is, down on duck. Left control, there we go. Okay, I can now crouch at this button. But yeah, have a nice choice every day as well, Drazerd. I assume you're, ow, what the hell? I assume you're somebody to say hi and gonna go take care of some stuff as well, so I'll be seeing ya. But yeah, no, it definitely does feel good to play these classics, not gonna lie. Like I said, when it came to these classic versions of these games here, like the Serious Sam games, basically for the longest time, as I was a kid growing up, apparently there was a new message here I didn't read after we cleared that room with the frogs. It seems that those ugly monsters have been here before us. They moved the elements and prepared a trap. You handled the situation nicely. They cannot be very far. There is a small tomb placed in a nearby canyon. Maybe they moved the element there. Exit the temple and proceed toward the end of the canyon. There you should find an entrance to a small tomb. Okay, so that was the message I missed when we cleared that room earlier there. But yeah, no, basically when it comes to my history with this game here, oh god, oh god, oh god. Shit's kicking off as I'm trying to explain stuff. There we go. Did you ever give a shout over to Dryzard for me, dear Emmons? Go. It's gonna be hard to like talk about stuff while also playing this game. Because there's gonna be a lot of moments like what just happened there, where I'm gonna be swamped with a whole bunch of bad guys, so I just need to like focus to make sure I survive. It is nice to see the sunlight again. Carry on to the end of the canyon and enter the small tomb. I am going to at least read those messages when they pop up, because that's basically the game's way of giving you like the context of the story up to the point of where you wherever you arrive. This game isn't really known for having cutscenes too much. There are definitely cutscenes, but they don't really give you like a whole lot of context to what's going on. It's one of those kind of games where you have to just read it, unfortunately. And yeah, just heads up by the way, everybody. In just under a minute from now, and that break is going to start. Just letting you guys know. I hear those birdies though. That bird call means there's one of those witch harpies around. What a crazy name for those though. I love this. I remember this. Yeah, walk forward and there's another boulder just comes rolling down. Those boulders really sneak up on you. It's funny as well too, because I think in the HD remasters for this game, I think the boulders do roll a lot faster. I might be wrong though. Like I said, I haven't played the Serious Sam games in like a very, very long time. There's a big bowl. This game can also get a little weird when it comes to like the theme of the enemies. Like I said, this game, I would say the Serious Sam games are like a mixture of like sci-fi and fantasy in a way. So like, when it comes to bad guys, you'll see those like beheaded guys a lot, which I guess would be considered sort of sci-fi in a way based on their like description. But then you also encounter like bad guys like the bull here, where they're definitely more fantasy in a way. Overall though, the theme of the Serious Sam games can definitely get very like weird here and there. And I guess there's also these like skeleton guys here as well too, which I guess would also just be fantasy. I hear those birds. Where the hell? Oh, no. Ah, crap. There we go. Dr. Match, I don't know if you can hear me because an outbreak just started, but thank you for the lurk. Best wishes and hopes you'll find out Dr. Match from Cozy, my friend. Big hugs over to you. I guess while the outbreak goes on, let me go in and like hydrate and stretch here. I should definitely take the moment to do so. Okay. And let's get a good stretching. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I will say though, like, for the past few weeks as well too, my head has definitely been feeling very like weird here and there. But I have definitely been doing a lot better when it comes to taking my vitamins, because I am a responsible adult. And yeah, I guess the whole fact of my head just feeling very fuzzy and hazy here and there was just because of like a lack of like certain vitamins, I guess. Because I definitely have been feeling a lot better now. But yeah, no, definitely need to be a lot more responsible, I guess, when it comes to taking vitamins, I guess. The main problem with like vitamins for me though is I'm just like, it's not that I don't like taking them, it's that I have a difficult time trying to swallow pills, believe it or not. Like, I don't know, it's just like, it's just not a thing I'm like used to, I guess. I'm not used to like taking medicine in that kind of form. Because growing up as a kid, whenever I was like, you know, sick or whatever, or whenever I needed vitamins, or at least when I was sick, when it came to like taking medicine, it would always be like a liquid kind of like syrup, whenever I take medicine. When it came to like my vitamins though, I definitely do remember taking vitamins as a kid, but I had those like Flintstones like chewabos. Like basically vitamins that like you would give your kids to like chew on, and they would, you know, that would just be like their vitamins pretty much. Which honestly, like there's a part of me that would like to, you know, grab those like those gummy vitamins, because I know there's like adult vitamins that are also gummies in a way, but yeah, no, I do feel like, you know, it's a good thing I'm taking like the pill variety or whatever, because I think it's like I get more vitamins out of those. But yeah, no, I'm just like I said, like growing up as a kid, I just struggled with like taking those kind of vitamins, so I just like, you know, nowadays I just struggled like when it comes to swallowing like those pills or whatever. But I'm slowly getting better at it though. Welcome back for the ad break, by the way, everybody. Big hugs to you all. Let's go ahead and progress the game support now by walking over in here, and I forgot about that. Serious Sam's shirt that he wears, it actually says Serious Sam on the back. Yeah, Serious Sam is definitely a very, I would say he's a kind of, he's a little silly when it comes to like his design. He's very action star in a way. Kind of like Johnny Cage in a way. But a bit more goofy in a sense. But yeah. I did a not bad job during that level. I got a couple of secrets, but not all of them. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the next level then. Okay. Tomb of Ramses III. Capturing the first element was quite easy. We are now located in the Tomb of Ramses III, where you should find the second elements. This tomb looks very creepy, but it's nothing you can handle. Be careful about your every step. Okay. I remember this level. This level I think is super duper claustrophobic. Well, not claustrophobic, but it's very closed in. There's gonna be a lot of tight corners everywhere. So we're definitely gonna be wanting to use our shotgun a lot here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, getting hiccups. I just devoured like a bunch of hot dogs for lunch today as well. It was very tasty. Didn't have all the comments I would want for hot dogs at all. All I had was like mustard, which was still fine. When it comes to condiments for hot dogs, I'm definitely very like basic. I usually just like only ever put like ketchup and mustard on them. Sometimes I'll also put relish on them, but it's kind of like rare. That's like the only condiments I've ever like put on hot dogs. I am definitely not doing a good job of dodging the enemies, though, I'm noticing. Because I'm taking unnecessary damage here and there. God damn it. I'm shooting my double barrel gun like way too soon for the clear, which is what those sculpting guys are called. I hope everyone is finding the stream here to be nice and cozy, by the way, as I just kind of ramble on about Serious Sam and whatnot. Yeah, I was gonna say earlier before I got like distracted. Yeah, growing up as a kid, I did miss out on the Serious Sam games, unfortunately. But every so often, I remember whenever my parents would take me to like a supermarket or whatever, while they would like do their shopping. I remember I would whenever we would go shopping at like at the store called Giant Tiger, which is a funny name for sure. I remember in this one Giant Tiger, there was always this one corner where they had like a bunch of they would sell like DVDs and video games and stuff, and there would always be like a bargain bin for like for that kind of stuff as well. And I remember for the longest time, every time I would dig into that bin there, I would always find Serious Sam the first encounter and Serious Sam the second encounter. And I remember, like, I would always look at the cover for those games, and I would take them to my dad and be like, "Can we get this game, please?" But yeah, no, they just like never did. Unfortunately, my parents never got me these games growing up. So that's how I kind of like missed out on the Serious Sam games, unfortunately. But you know, I remember for like the longest time I always wanted to play these games though, just because of like how cool they looked when they came to like the cover arts on those like on the boxes. I probably need to keep my shotgun out. Don't know why I keep swapping to the pistols. But yeah, no, when it came to my first Serious Sam game I played, I'm pretty sure I played the third one actually. The very first Serious Sam game I ever played was Serious Sam 3, BFE, which is which I believe that game is a prequel to this game, believe it or not. And it definitely isn't a perfect game, I would say, but it was still Serious Sam in a way, in a fashion. It just had like slight changes here and there compared to like the usual Serious Sam games that fans would have been like used to. Which we'll get into when we eventually play that game. Because I do want to try playing the whole series as well. Since I do have the whole series now. Oh, I man, almost ran into that bullet that guy fired. But you know, like as time went on though, like after getting like the third game and playing it through, I eventually did get the other Serious Sam games. Like I said, I played the HD versions of these games a lot. Never did beat the second encounter though, but I definitely played the HD version of this one like a lot. I knew that wall was gonna open there, but I still got hit by that damn clear. Yeah, also that noise you're probably hearing there, that's another bad guy we're gonna like encounter soon there as well. He's a very very bad guy, if I remember. Yeah, I got secret health though. I need to make more of a habit of quick saving as well too every now and then. But yeah, I guess that's everything here. But you know, like as time went on, I eventually did get the whole like Serious Sam series up to this point, I believe. I definitely don't have all the Serious Sam games for sure, because there's definitely a lot of like in-betweens when it comes to like the different games. Go back. I didn't need it, but I just wanted. I wanted to trigger that because I knew that was gonna happen. God, I love this double barrel shotgun. I love double barrel shotguns in these kind of games. Or just shotguns in general. Guns that go boom is definitely very satisfying to this HappyLizard. Let's go ahead and take that secret route that I discovered earlier here. See, if I walk forward here, and the door closes over, and yeah, there it is. So that's a very bad gun. That's like a scorpion man with a machine gun. And that's also the enemy that keeps making a noise that we keep hearing over somewhere else. But it sounds like there's like another one of them though. There we go, just finish him off with the pistols. still another one somewhere. But yeah, basically those scorpion guys are like a bad guy you want to like take out like as soon as possible because they can be very troublesome if you leave them alone for too long. There's that rocket launcher up there. I don't remember how to get to it. Oh well. Check messages just in case here. Yeah, just showing off that bad guy I just killed there. And yeah, like from what I recall of like the in-between Serious Sam games as well. I don't know if you can actually shoot me from here. There we go. There's definitely a lot of weird ones from what I remember. Like looking on the Steam store page. Because some of the in-between ones are not actually like first-person shooter games. Some of them are like alternate kind of like shooter games in a way. Like some of them I think are like side-scrollers, some of them are like top-down ones. It's hard to explain because those ones are just like they're just plain weird. Plus I've never really played them yet either, so I would not know like what they're like entirely. My only history with Serious Sam has mostly just been with the mainline ones, the main like first-person shooter ones. It is definitely very interesting playing this version though after playing the HD version a hell of a lot. Cause comparing the two right now in my head here, like from the memories I have of playing the HD version a lot, it definitely does seem like it does stay as truthful as it can be to the OG in a way. The most of what they do in the HD is just making it look like several times more fancy and just having like I guess better controls when it comes to like the mouse movement and whatever. And also having the ability to like, you know, be able to alt-tab without the game breaking. But we ain't gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna use the rocket launcher this guy. There we go. Yeah, big bad guys like the scorpion guy, you definitely just want to like use a bigger, badder weapon. Which is hilarious when it comes to like the whole thing of like bigger weapon, because these the weapons in this game can get very huge. Funny enough, compared to like the main model for Serious Sam here. I think if I press hold on, let me quick save first just in case. If I press this, yeah, here we go. If I press this button, you can actually get like a third-person view. And you can actually see the shirt more clearly there as well. It does say Serious Sam in the back there. But you know, like I just want to swap over to here, just get like a better view of the rocket launcher kind of. Not exactly, but either way, like I said, the guns in this game can get big, is all I'm trying to say. We're not gonna be playing this game in third-person mode all the way through. Stupid flying things. Yeah, either way, I hope you guys are finding the stream to be nice and chill, though. I'm definitely rambling a whole lot when it comes to Serious Sam here. I wouldn't say Serious Sam is my all-time favorite series of games when it comes to the first-person shooter genre, but they're definitely up there. I've always been very fascinated by how action-packed these games can be. Because like I said, the Serious Sam games are known for having a hell of a lot of bad guys to shoot, especially in like the later levels. Because yeah, like when it came to like playing Quake 2, like for the last couple of weeks, like in certain levels in that game, especially in like the DLCs, or not DLCs, sorry, the expansions, like, yes, there definitely was a couple levels here and there where there was also a ton of bad guys, but like I said, this game goes crazy with the huge armies of bad guys you'll have to fight. Which I like, honestly. I like games like this and Quake and whatever, and like the old school shooters are all about that kind of like action-packed stuff. I like being able to feel cool and powerful when it comes to playing games like this, man. You know, just basically feeling like a one-man army that no one can stop you in a sense. I guess that's kind of why I also have like trouble playing other shooter games like my mind goes over to The Last of Us. The Last of Us is like I guess you could say it's a shooter game as well in a way. I don't know. It's hard to describe what that game actually is. Ow. But yeah, no, like Last of Us, I remember like years ago, like several years ago actually. I did try streaming that game on my PlayStation 4, and yeah, I wanted to like that game because I know that game was like was super hyped for its time. Like a lot of my close friends would you know, talk about that game a whole lot and how like, you know, amazing the story is and like the gameplay and whatever, and the fact that we'd always play the story mode as well too. Ow, 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 ow. Not the story mode, the multiplayer as well too, I meant to say. It's a bit scorpion shooting me from behind. But yeah, no, like from what I remember of trying to play that game, I just remember having like a really tough, like really rough, hard time, man. I remember getting stuck in a lot of levels, not knowing where to go, getting killed over and over by the bad guys just because I was like really bad at like the stealth and trying to like manage all my resources. It just got to like a point eventually where I was like, fuck this game. Like kind of sense, you know? Like, I don't know. There, like, when I think back to like The Last of Us, there wasn't really like a whole lot to that game that really wowed me. Was all. Like gameplay to me was just very, you know, like boring. Like the story was okay, I guess, but just I had like a difficult time trying to stay connected to the story, I guess, in a way. Like I was having a hard time trying to stay focused on it. And I guess the fact of like having to like dying a whole lot, like having to retry levels over and over because I kept dying over and over, didn't exactly help, I guess. But I guess that was just the main problem as well too, was I was just very bad at stealth games as well. I'm definitely not the kind of person that's known for playing a lot of stealth games over the years. I definitely have tried playing them here and there. But yeah, no, like I don't remember ever really beating a stealth game. Apart from certain genres, I guess, because I guess you could also consider games like Amnesia or Outlast or even Aliens Isolation. Like those games, I guess, could be stealth games in a sense as well too, eh? But yeah, no, like I guess when it just comes to like traditional like stealth games in a sense, like Metal Gear Solid or whatever, I've just always struggled with playing that kind of genre. Because I guess like I said, I'm the kind of player that I'm the kind of person that just likes to play the very fast-paced games, I guess. So having to like move, you know, having to play a game that's all about just, you know, moving slow and whatever, trying to be careful about like everything. Like having to be careful about where you're like moving, where you're located, your resources and everything. It's just never really been that kind of like a thing for me, I guess, is all. Which I think is totally fair, because every player has like their own kind of like, you know, favorite genre in a way, you know. Because like while I love games like this here, like while I love Serious Sam a whole lot, there's definitely gonna be people out there that are not a fan of like how fast-paced they are, you know, because they're not used to playing these kind of games, you know. They're not used to having to think on the fly kind of thing, having to have like quick reactions, you know, which is totally fair, man. It's totally understandable. You can't, like, it's definitely a struggle when it comes to trying to make a game that's like for everybody. You just can't do that. You can't. Everyone has like their own likes and dislikes when it comes to games, man. You could definitely try to make a game for everybody, but you're gonna have a very hard time. There we go. I love how the clears throw like those iron balls at you when they're at a distance. But yeah, let's make a quick save here and grab this double barrel coach gun. Oh my god, a bunch of bad guys. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, no, much like Quake as well too, this is also the game where like if once you make any kind of progression in that sense of what I did there when I picked up that gun, the game did not hesitate at all to start throwing more bad guys at me. Ah, damn, I missed. But yeah, over time though, like yeah, from the long ramblings I've been going on about, at the end of the day, I've just I'm definitely more of a chaotic kind of player, I guess. I like to play these games that are all about just chaos in a sense. Thinking on like the stealth genre though, like trying to think of like other games I might have played that are considered stealth in a way. My mind went over to this one game called Deathloop, which I think is a first-person shooter game made by the same guys that made Dishonored, I think is what those ones are called, which were also stealth games. Yeah, Deathloop is like I said, it's a first-person shooter that can be stealth, but it can also be I need my machine gun. I was expecting a whole bunch of evil froggies to come at me. Do you think if Froggy, like Big's, frog friend, do you think if Froggy ate more than one Chaos Emerald, would he have turned into one of these demon frogs? That'd be freaky as all hell. Heard that. I think that one of those scorpion guys spawned. Yeah, there he is. This is one of the big ones as well too. There we go. Cause yeah, there's two different scorpion guys. There's the red ones that are like a lot tougher, and then there's the yellow ones which are like the baby versions. I think in the third game they actually do design the yellow ones as like a baby in a way, which is kind of messed up. Hey, Happy in chat. Hey there, Chaos. Welcome on in. How have you been? Hopefully you've been doing well there. What's that emo there? I can't quite see it too well. I do like it though. But if you're just joining in, Chaos, I've just been we've just been playing a whole lot of Serious Sam here so far. Well, I say a lot, but we're still kind of in the first few levels here. And I've just been like rambling on a whole lot about like my history of Serious Sam here, and right now I've also been talking about like why I like these kind of like shooter games and don't really tend to play a whole lot of like stealth games in a sense. I've been good today. Oh yeah, that's good to hear there, Chaos. I'm very happy to hear that. Yeah, I was just mentioning like another stealth game I remember playing a while back. I actually do remember beating this game actually, Deathloop. Like I said, it was made by the developers that made Dishonored, and it's kind of hard to explain the game. It's basically a game where you play as this like assassin guy who is stuck in a time loop pretty much that gets reset every time he every time he dies pretty much. So the whole goal of the game basically is to try to break the loop, so to speak. Like basically escape the time loop. It's really cool, honestly. I really do like the concept of the game and everything, and I think that's the main reason why I actually beat that game as well too, which is because I was very fascinated by how the game handled that kind of like like the time loop kind of stuff in there. I think this is the end of the level here. Yeah, here we go. Nah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe someday we can play Deathloop on stream here. I kind of do miss that game. It's a game that can be played stealth, but it can also be played very fast-paced with a lot of action as well too. But that game definitely requires very fast reflexes if you don't want to die immediately when it comes to playing playing it, you know, aggressively. I would say, I guess. Got a game I struggle to get good frame rates on to have a good frame rate consistently. What game would that be, Citrus? Out of curiosity. Funny enough, as you mentioned, like frame rate there as well too. I remember, I think it was yesterday actually. I saw a post on Blue Sky where an indie developer is making like a first-person shooter game where your health is your frame rate. So you want to basically keep healthy in that game, so your game will stay, you know, at a consistent, like, perfect frame rate. But the moment you start like losing health, the game starts getting all choppy and whatever. It's really weird. Alice Madness Returns. Oh yeah, I remember those games. I never played them myself, but I remember watching friends like Jackal play that game, and yeah, those Alice Madness Returns game, at least that one in particular, that one seems very cool for sure. Very dark as well. Well, hopefully you've been having lots of fun with that game at the very least, here, Citrus. I'm sorry to hear that the frame rate has been a problem so far. I'm gonna take this time here to get in a quick hydrate. Okay. Huh. I really needed that. My throat's getting real dry there. But anyway, Valley of the Kings. You've just collected the second elements. There are 2 more to go. Your next destination is the Chamber of Horus. Proceed through the Valley of the Kings, and at the end you will find an entrance. I sense massive turbulences in the air. Hurry, we should reach our objective before the dark. Yeah. I never got past the orphanage area at the very starts, like pre-Wonderland starts. Aw. I'm sorry, Citrus, that sucks for sure. I know the feel myself. I remember playing games back then where I tried to get into them, but never could get them to work. The main one I can think of is Halo 2. I remember, like, years ago, like several years ago, before they became like Xbox exclusive games. I remember trying to play Halo 2 on PC, but never could get that game to work. It made me real sad and just like never wanted to play a Halo game ever again. Overall though, like honestly, my history of Halo is not the greatest one, to be honest. Halo's cool, I've just never really been a big fan of the games, I guess. Every time I think back to like the Halo games and when I played them, I just remember having like a really not a super fun time, unfortunately. Nailed it. But yeah, this is a good example of like this level here for how big the levels will eventually get. Because this is basically just like a big wide like straight line in a way where the game's just gonna like non-stop throw a lot of bad guys at you. Which again, I do like, man. I love feeling like an action hero in a way. But yeah, no, like when I think back to when I used to play Halo, or you know, tried to play Halo. Oh, it's hard to like tell stories while I'm playing this game and trying to survive. Basically, like several years ago, like when the first Halo game came out, like the very first one, I remember my dad got that one for PC, and he loved playing the game. I remember he played that one a lot. He had lots of fun playing it. But yeah, for some reason, every time I try to play that game, though, I would never really get super far in it. Like, every time I would give that game a try, I remember I would always get, like, super, like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! That bull was, like, dragging that kamikaze guy right towards me. I thought I heard another bull charging at me. You know, it's gonna be very hard to, like, talk about stuff while playing this game. I am now realizing. Like, I was doing okay earlier in the first few levels because there wasn't really a whole lot going on, but now that there's now that we're at the point here where the game's really kicking off, I'm having some trouble. There we go. I'm using the pistols here because the pistols are like the most accurate guns in the game here. There we go. I think in the second encounter you do get a sniper rifle actually, which is like one of the most powerful guns in that game. Funny enough. But yeah, now that we're at this point in the game here, there's definitely gonna be a lot of moments like right now where I'm gonna be just like not talking a whole lot because I'm just gonna be focusing on trying to like survive. Whenever there's like quiet moments, I'll try and get back to what I was talking about, but guess we'll see. Basically, every time I tried playing the first Halo game, as I was saying, I would always get as far as the one level that starts you off on a beach is the best I can remember. Every time I would always get to that level, there would always be like one point in there where I would get like super like frustrated and like tired of the game and just would stop playing, unfortunately. But it was more than just that level as well too. I remember like levels before that one were also like rough for me as well too. Like, I remember when you get past, like, the first level, like, on the spaceship and you actually land on, like, Halo or whatever that rain planet is called. Like, I remember in that level, I would always get very lost and don't know, like, where to go. And would get, like, really frustrated with, like, how slow combat felt and how, like, easy it was for me to die in that game. And plus, like, from what I remember, I just remember getting, like, really frustrated with, like, how many times I would get lost in that kind of game, as well, man. But, yeah, no, eventually, as time went on, though, like, Halo 2 eventually came out, and my dad also got that game. And I remember he would play that one a lot as well, too, and enjoyed that game, from what I remember. But for some reason, every time I tried to play that game, I would have so much difficulties trying to, like, get that game to, like, start. This enemy is an interesting one. There you go. I think that enemy is literally called a reptoid, if I recall. Funny enough. Yeah, Alderan reptoid. It's like a big four-armed lizard that just throws, big, like, poison balls at you. I'm pretty sure in the HD versions of this game as well too, they make them look a whole lot more lizard-like, funny enough. I never did like kill them because of that, since I'm also a lizard, but it don't matter. I remember this part though.
Now that's some serious fire.
Grab this rocket launcher and then all of a sudden, oh my god! Turn around and a bigger bad guy shows up. With a health bar and everything. Ow. we go.
This is getting serious.
You don't say serious, Sam. But yeah. So that was like another Reptoid there, but it was like a really huge version there. Where are we? Hold on. Here we go. Bravo, you've killed that massive beast. I didn't know that Alderan Reptoids could be of this size. I already saw his dead. Sam, you never cease to amaze me. Your skills are almost perfect. Running through the Valley of the Kings was anything but easy. Proceed now into the Chamber of Horrors and find the third element. Yeah, let's do that. Welcome as well, by the way, all caps. Enjoy the lurk, my friend. Hopefully you'll find it to Ministry cozy. I do still hope everyone is finding the stream to Ministry cozy. I know I say it a lot. It's just I guess there's just a part of me that's like getting a bit worried. I guess a bit worried. I guess that like my choice of game here is not everyone's cup of tea. I guess I don't know. I like playing the Serious Sam games, like I said, a whole lot. Doing fine. Hey, thank you for letting me know the elements. I appreciate it tons. Big hugs over to you. Okay, so there's a thing in the pillar in the middle there that we definitely need because it's like a key. If I recall though, you can jump into the water and swim, but I think there is actually like enemies in the water. I might be misremembering though. But there is definitely bad guys in the water though in this game. There is enemies that can swim. I heard that. Holy crap. Was expecting an avalanche of those guys. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we have to like get to the side rooms on the left and right to push these buttons, I remember. I tried to shove my whole body in it like we're playing Quake again. Because in Quake there's no use button, you have to like, when you find a button you just have to like press yourself against it and the button gets pushed. Oh yeah, use key, and there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I was talking about like hitting the Halo, I just remembered. Basically, to make a long story short, Halo 2 it gave me a lot of like trouble when I tried to play that game. Because it was around a time when Microsoft would try to push their whole... Ow, what the fuck? Oh yeah, there's the... I knew it. This is one of the underwater enemies, that electric fish thing there. It's literally a fish that like electrocutes you. It's crazy. But yeah, basically, Halo 2, from what I remember, it was around that time where Microsoft tried to push their whole, games for Windows Live kind of thing. And I remember that whole stuff there being super damn, like, frustrating to, work around. Like, for the longest time I remember, I couldn't play certain games like Halo 2, Gears of War, even BioShock 2 as well. I couldn't play those games because of that whole stupid games for Windows Live shit that they were trying to push. Eventually, though, I got to, like, work and whatever, but, when it came to, like, Halo, though, like Halo 2, for some reason that game would never install properly for me. Every time I would get to, like, the whole start a new game stuff there, it would never actually start a new game. What would happen is that, like, every time I would press a new game, need to take care of this guy quick. I'm almost out of machine gun bullets now, though. I'm pretty much all out of machine gun bullets. Doesn't matter. Like, every time I try to start a new game in Halo 2, it'll always do this thing where, like, once you pick a difficulty, the menu would eventually just, like, disappear, but you would still be stuck on the main menu. Like it would show the background of like the whole like whatever it is like scrolling around, and you couldn't do anything. You just had to like sit there and like wait pretty much and hope that the game would start, but it never would for me. And I remember trying to start a new game like so many times with Halo 2. Eventually, it did actually start a new game. Like eventually, it would start playing the beginning cutscene, but when a cutscene would start playing, it would be so like incredibly choppy. What the fuck? Oh, you're a sleeping scorpion. I didn't even realize. I thought you were like a dead body. That was weird. I don't remember that happening at all. But yeah, no, like, when the cutscene started playing, it was, like, super choppy, it was super laggy, the audio was, like, desynced and everything, like, everything about the game just broke. And eventually, like, as the cutscene was still playing, the game just full-on crashed, and I had to, like, hard close the damn game and everything through, like, Task Manager, or actually, no. I remember now, I couldn't even open up Task Manager, the game, like, caused the whole PC to, like, crash or whatever, so I had to, like, force turn off the PC by holding the power button. And at that point there, I remember that's when I was like I just fully gave up on Halo and never wanted to bother with Halo ever again. And I could be wrong, but I think around that time too, when like Halo 3 was being a thing, I think that was when Halo was becoming like an Xbox exclusive kind of game. Which didn't really bother me because I never really had much of an interest in Xbox to begin with, so the fact that like Halo was becoming that kind of like becoming exclusive to Xbox did like yeah I unfortunately could care less. And that was the thing as well too of like Xbox as well. I remember growing up as a kid when it came to like the different consoles over time. Xbox was just one of those kind of consoles that never really intrigued me, man. There was just never any games on there that I wanted to play. Like like I said, Halo I had a rough time with, so that was out of the picture. But from what I recall as well too, there was other games like I guess Gears of War as well. But as I mentioned as well too, like Gears of War was actually a game I remember playing as well on PC. But it was around the time when Microsoft was pushing the games for Windows Live crap. Let's use a rocket launcher here, just clear the room. There we go. Ow. Hey, look, health. So yeah, like already I had a rough time trying to like get Gears of War to work for me on PC. Eventually I did get the game working when I managed to get like the games for Windows Live crap working. But yeah, no, Gears of War was another example of like me struggling to like wrap my head around a new kind of like genre of shooter. Because I think Gears of War, if I remember, was the very first cover shooter based game I played. Like the very first game that I played that was all about, you know, trying to take cover and just, you know, shoot from there. So I never understood the whole idea of that pretty much. I would always like jump out of like cover and try to like shoot bad guys from there, but that's like not what you're supposed to do in that game, so I ended up like dying a hell of a lot. I eventually got the hang of it, like I eventually figured out that like, oh yeah, I need to like stick to cover. But yeah, no, like from what I remember, Gears of War, like it's definitely cool. I remember liking the whole idea of it and whatever. It's just like, I don't know, there was just stuff about it that I just struggled too much with, and I eventually just quit the game and just kind of gave up on it. And yeah, Gears of War eventually also became like exclusive to Xbox, so that was like another exclusive Xbox game I just didn't care about. So it just added like more fuel to the fire of like, you know, not wanting Xbox at all. And that's pretty much why, like, when it came to like growing up as a kid, I mostly just played a lot of like PlayStation and Nintendo, man. Because when it came to those consoles, there was games on there that I wanted to play, you know? But yeah, either way though, that was like, you know, years ago now, like several years ago. Nowadays, when it comes to like console gaming, I I barely even touch my Nintendo Switch anymore. I still have my Nintendo Switch, I just haven't really turned it on in like several months now. Cause yeah, usually nowadays I just play games on my PC now. Because most of the games I want to play now are on PC. Oh wow, the floor is slippy slidey. I can barely move around because it's so slippy slidey. I recently got a red shirt in SAR that is a level up reward after reaching past level 400. I am confused. Congrats on reaching 400 already there, Chaos. That's super awesome of you there. Guess you're really loving the game tons there, eh? That's awesome. No. I think what actually happened there, Chaos, is every time you level up, you do get random rewards, like random reward drops. Level 406. I love it. Yeah, no. Like I said, what happens is that every time you level up, the game does randomly drop rewards on you. It could be like a random hat or a shirt or whatever. And I think that's what happened there. The game randomly gave you that shirt, which I guess I'm assuming is very rare, I guess? I don't know. I can't recall. I legit laughed my ass off from confusion. I love it. A red shirt though, I don't know, it could be anything honestly in there. It's common rarity? Okay, yeah, so it is what I'm thinking of it, and then okay. It's not a super rare shirt, but it's still pretty awesome though. You're definitely on your way to making your animal look super cool, that's for sure. But yeah, I picked up a random papyrus, Mountains of the Moon. This papyrus tells about the Mountains of the Moon. It is a mythical place which, as ancient Egyptians believed, is the source of the Nile. I'm not sure if that place really exists. The Nile River is the greatest river in Africa, and the longest river in the world. By its banks, the Egyptian civilization was born and passed away. Oh, I did remember hearing about the Nile River. What a crazy river, man. It's just super long and was like, you know, the source of a lot of history over in Africa. Supposedly, I don't know. I'm not much of a, I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to, like, history stuff, unfortunately. I remember as a kid growing up in school, I barely paid attention to, like, history lessons. Oh crap, this bag is behind me and in front of me. I heard that clear coming up from behind. There we go. There was also a scorpion here. I'll just throw some rockets. There we go. Okay. Oh, piss and fucking hell. I turned the wrong way and there was of course another clear on the other corner there. Analyze, sure. Chamber of Horrors, find mechanism. This door is closed. We need to look for some mechanism that will open it on a nearby wall. I saw an ancient text which says that the answer is hidden behind the wall of darkness. Go, look around. Okay. I'm still recording. How do I start a record thing? There we go. I need to... Oh crap, I gotta figure out the record stuff later, I guess. I don't even know how I'm starting those records there. But yeah, I wanted to pause here because I need to drink some more water. My throat's getting real dry. Okay. Oh, much better. My foot's also getting very phlegmy as well too, it feels like as well. Which I think happens from when I talk a hell of a lot, I believe. Let me get some more water. Whew, okay, that should be good. For now. Hello. Yeah, this is definitely another shooter game that really really drills in your head to check every corner as well. You have passed the wall of darkness. Wow, I'm so brave. Let me quick save here again. And push this button. And wow, I can look over there. And hear a hell of a lot of bad guys coming my way. My belly has been poked. Wow. Boop spec with Teeter Vexter. Yeah, there's like a proper wall in the way there now. Oh, here we go. There we go. No big deal. Yeah, I was gonna say, I do hope you are still finding the stream to be nice, strong, cozy, by the way, Vexter. Blamzos. God, yeah, no, I definitely did miss playing these games, not gonna lie. These Serious Sam games. I'm not gonna lie, I am definitely having a nice, fun, chill time with this game so far. Holy crap. Well, semi-chill. No, I'd still say it's pretty chill, though. Despite the chaos that's going on in the game, I'm definitely feeling pretty chill. But yeah, again, that's probably just due to the fact I'm just used to this kind of chaos. Where? There. Damn, Scorpion did a scream there. Because they heard me, or saw me, but I didn't see them. Okay. Yeah, speaking of Super Animal Royale as well too, I do still hope to do another session of that game tomorrow, like during the late evening, like we originally planned. Because I honestly would like to make a habit of like doing like a session of that game every Friday. Hopefully. If Friday can't work with other people as well, like if Friday is going to be like a busy day for friends, like I could definitely try and figure out like a different day, I guess, as well too. It would have to be something like someday, like maybe on the weekend or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. For that, let's quick save here because the game wants me to walk over here and grab this and be like, "Oh no, I'm trapped."
Come on, you ugly freaks!
I love how these headless soldier guys are so skinny so they can like walk through the bars. Meanwhile, Serious Sam is like so wide he can't fit through them at all. Yeah, we're like proper stuck in here until the game opens up the bars.
Seriously, is that the best you can do?
I remember this happening though, which is why I was staring at that corridor there. Okay, I heard another one here. There we go. I'm out of machine gun bullets and rockets as well too, so gotta start using the shotgun more. Which is totally fine. I think these levels are made for using a shotgun anyway. I definitely haven't been doing a good job of finding all the secrets though, I feel like. I think I have missed a couple here and there. I think... Oh, hold on. Never mind. I thought for a second we were reaching the end of the level here, but we're not. I actually do remember this though. There's a whole thing where there's a thing in the water here, but if you try to pick it up, those spikes come down in like record day. Like this. And Serious Sam is dead. Okay, good thing the game reloaded my quick save there. Okay. I love it when games give you the ability to quick save like that. That was one of the most fun I would have when it came to games like Skyrim. I could just goof off and like destroy a whole village and then like reload the quick save and it'd be like nothing ever happened. Those are definitely the kind of games that would be fun to just be all chaotic and whatever. Let's analyze this door here. Chamber of Horrors, Soul Purifying. This door is locked. According to ancient texts that I saw on the temple walls before entering, sacred Egyptians performed a ritual. They purified their souls by bathing in the holy water. Before bathing, they kneeled under the Ammon statue nearby. Or Ammon? I think Ammon? That's probably how it's supposed to be pronounced. In one of these two rooms here, I saw a pool. Maybe you should look there. Egyptians kneeled in front of the Ammon statue before bathing, but I do not expect you to do that. You're not a fan of Egyptian gods, are you? I don't think we have much of a choice, though. You know, I remember this whole exchange, though. What's this do? That button apparently closes that door there. And yeah, just heads up as well, by the way, everybody, and just around a minute from now, actually, an ad break is going to start. I might take the time to, like, take a quick break myself, actually, and, use the bathroom, but we'll see how we feel. Yeah. Yeah, this statue here. Because funny enough, the game puts like a button here to make it look as if like you are kneeling in front of this like god here. You have to push this button to like progress, because once you push the button, the game gets rid of the spikes there, so you won't die when you go take a dip in the pool there. It's just a weird little puzzle, I guess. Not really much of a puzzle, just more of like, you know, pushing certain buttons in a sequence. Just so you don't die. But yeah, we grab that. And then we can open up this door here. Okay, so this is where you get the machine gun, I guess. Or another Tommy gun. Well, we have Tommy gun bullets now, so might as well use them. Crap. I knew the froggies were gonna be coming in, but I forgot the fact that kamikaze guys also show up. God, it just like there's a part of me that just feels all giddy for playing these games again. Not gonna lie. I love playing these kind of like old school shooters, man. I need to play them more. I need to play more games that are also like inspired by the old school shooters. I know I have a bunch in my library already. I just need to like look for them. Maybe eventually when we finish playing the Serious Sam series here, we'll play the other ones as well. Maybe we'll play like Doom or something. Because the Doom series is also another series of games I also want to play as well. Those ones are super duper classics, man, but amazing classics, man. For now though, since we're currently in an ad break and nothing is happening right now, let's take this time to just stretch and hydrate. Look at that. Oh, wowie. Oh, that was a good stretch. Didn't think I needed that stretch that bad. But anyway, let me hydrate some more. Okay. Should be good now. Let's keep going for now. Well, we should be fine. I had a feeling there was a clear around the corner there. That flick shot made it look as if like I did get startled there, but I didn't. I just did a cool little maneuver there. Like I'm playing sniper on Team Fortress 2 and doing like a flick shot on some guy. Whee! There's a secret up here as well too. Secret armor. Goody. I hope I don't take fall damage. Oh, okay, we're good. This is definitely another game where you can take fall damage, if I recall. But this game is a bit forgiving when it comes to it. It's not like, you know, Half-Life or whatever, where if you fall from like, you know, 3 feet, Gordon breaks his ankles and can't walk anymore. God, yeah, the Half-Life games though, man. Feels like it's so long ago since we played the classic Half-Life games as well. Like the very first Half-Life, and then the alternates as well too that came with it, like Opposing Force and Blue Shift. I definitely still do love those games for sure. Despite the fact that they're not super fast-paced, you know, like because of how much I've been gushing over how much I love playing fast-paced shooters. I definitely still do love the classic Half-Lives just because of, like, you know, the fact that they're a classic and just fun, and I love the whole atmosphere of them as well too. But yeah, no, like I do, like, a part of me does feel bad when it comes to Half-Life 2 though. I think it was like last year, maybe 2 years ago actually. We did try to stream Half-Life 2 as well after we played the first Half-Life games, but yeah, no, like as we kept playing through the game, I couldn't help but just feel more and more like I don't know, just sort of like bored, I guess, or something. Like, it felt like I was just going through the same routine in a way. It just felt very tedious trying to play the game again, and I just didn't really feel like I was having much fun as I hoped I did when we started playing Half-Life 2. And yeah, eventually, like, the last session we did of that game, like, there was that whole thing that happened there where the game got softlocked because of the dumbass AI. Like, the AI for, like, Alex in the game, like, wouldn't fucking progress the game because of it, so at that point I was like, I was just so fed up with the game at that point, just called it quits at that point. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Half-Life 2 is definitely, I would say Half-Life 2 is also an amazing game for its time. But, I don't know. It's not really the kind of game for me, I guess. I don't know. Played so much back then, and I guess I'm just drained of energy for it now. Anyways, welcome back for the ads, by the way, everybody. Big hugs over to you all, thank you guys for sticking by with them. I do appreciate the support tons. Yeah, we're about to finish the level here. I do remember this thing here, though, where, you can actually get to a secret here. There's another secret to discover. Because I think what happens is that if you cross this wooden bridge here, the bridge will break, and you'll fall into the next level. But if there's another way you can get to the other end there, pretty much. I forget how, though. Oh crap, no, I fell in. Can I... hold on, let's just quick load. Oh, here we go. I totally forget how you get in there. From what I remember, in the HD version of the game, you just have to, like, run over to the other end here, and I think there's, like, a portal you can jump into. I feel like it has something to do with... oh, wait, here it is. Okay. This is definitely not part of the, HD, release, but this is the way forward here. Here we go. Wow, that looks so weird. But yeah, no, this is how you get here. This is basically just a whole nother big secret. Secret place has been found. So what happens is that we have discovered a secret level. Pretty much like Quake again, where you find those like secret levels in that game as well. So hell yeah. Either way, again, we almost did perfect, but yeah, there's never gonna be a level where that we perfect in this game, unfortunately. That's okay. Next level. I'm pretty sure there is like maybe 1 or 2 secret levels in this game, but I don't remember how to find the second one, unfortunately. I can definitely try to find it, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. Oh well. But yeah, Moon Mountains. So it seems that this was not just a legend. The source of the Nile really exists in these mountains. I'm glad that you found it. Let's take a walk and enjoy the view, but carefully. I think that we are not the only ones who found it. Okay. So this is technically the source of the Nile, eh? Interesting. But yeah, like I said, this is basically just a secret level, and I believe this can be a very difficult level as well too, because there's gonna be a lot of bad guys coming our way. Get out of here. Okay, how am I doing on ammo? I do have... oh boy. I definitely have a good amounts of shotgun shells, but not a huge amount. I'm also getting lasered by that blue alien there. How quick can the blue thing die there? With my pistols, okay, good enough. What are those mech things called again? I think they're called like mechoids or something like that. Funny enough. I need to check. Enemies, biomechnoid, okay. So these giant walking things are mechnoids. The scorpion ones are arachnoids, and then there's the four-armed ones that are called reptoids. I can definitely tell that the developers are very creative when it came to the naming of the bad guys. Hello? Don't mind if I do. A bunch of ammunition for me. You see that guy over there? I'm gonna use my machine gun here to take care of that reptoid over there. There we go. Oh, that air shot on that one guy there. I thought I heard more kamikaze soldiers though. Where the hell did they go? Guess they got blown away by friendly fire. But yeah, we still have a bit of ammunition for a machine gun. I have a nice decent amount of rockets. I think the maximum amount of rockets you can carry in this game on normal difficulty is 50. If you're playing this game on an easier difficulty, you do get a bigger ammunition capacity, but we're playing this on normal, so it's different. Screaming kamikaze dude, blam Sam, ah, yourself, here's course of from over the bridge, uh-oh. Oh yeah, no, that was definitely a classic moment for sure. I love how, like, in some serious time games, they do recreate that scene in a sense. Funny enough. Welcome by way, Zulio. How are you doing? Hopefully, been doing well in the week's been chill so far. Welcome as well, by the way, Ryuji. It's good to see you too. Big hugs over to you in return. Bouncing hugs the Gemus around his belly. Yeah. The giant Elizabeth would just wobble and slosh full of fish because friends earlier were feeding the giant Elizabeth with tons of fish. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for the extra tons of noms, Regi. I will devour them all and then wump even bigger, chunkier, and stronger. And give you another big hug in return. Thank you so much. Where are the bad guys? Oh, there they are. Oh, hiccups. Let's just blast him with a shotgun. Ow. Never mind, I'm gonna use a machine gun here. I gotta be super careful where I'm moving around as well too, because if I misstep I can go flying right off the edge. Come on, it's barely a snack. I mean, for a giant Komodo dragon like me, that is true. Thank you for the even more noms there, Ryuji. I will devour those as well too and give you another big hug. Oh boy. I have a lot of machine gun bolts, I should be using this. Yeah, this is definitely the kind of game where you do not want to be stingy of your ammunition. If you have ammunition for a gun, you gotta use it. Especially in situations like this, where like there was a lot of bad guys, so I had to like swap to something like this. Regardless of what enemies I was fighting. Okie dokie, so far so good though. This might be terrible though. Yeah, these mechoids. The red ones can be very dangerous because they shoot rockets at you when they hit hard. Which is why I was like strafing super hard as well too, trying to like dodge them. Because yeah, like when it comes to all the projectiles that get thrown at you as well too, they aren't super hard to dodge, but like if you're not careful you can get hit a bunch as well. There we go. But yeah, let's go down here. I'm pretty sure this is the way forward. Yeah, we're doing okay on ammunition. There is also an ammunition counter on the bottom right of my screen as well too, but my arm's gonna block it unfortunately. Which I guess I should also refer to that, just to know how much ammunition I'm using. Oh dear. They're just lining up for me. There we go. I'll just finish them off with the pistol since they're weak. There we go. Bello, yeah, hey there puppy, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hopefully you've been doing well there. Yeah, thank you for the eternal belly rub, Onyx, I do appreciate tons. How are you doing by the way, Onyx? Hopefully you've been doing well and have a nice chill coast time enjoying this ability. How did I miss that rocket? I need rockets. Exactly, sloshy belly. I've been booped, and the pokes, and the headpats, and the belly rubs, and giant round rubbing guts as well too. Thank you for all that as well too, Reggie. Another big hug with you, my friend. Welcome to too, by the way, Charon. How are you doing? Hopefully, been doing well there. Doing good. Been gaming? Hell yeah. What games have you been gaming on, if you don't mind me asking? Just out of curiosity there. I'm already just vibing your belly, waking up from a nap? Hell yeah. I assume you're waking up from the nap because of the amount of fish that gets shoved in the giant's belly earlier. I'm just being silly. Final Fantasy 14 and A Body Factor? Hell yeah. Those, both of those are definitely very awesome games for sure. Yeah, I used to play Final Fantasy 14 a lot myself back then. I still do miss playing that game, man. I had to stop though, unfortunately, because I couldn't keep up with the sub. I couldn't renew my yearly sub, so I had to like stop playing for now, unfortunately. But yeah, no, there is definitely part of me that is missing the game. Wouldn't mind replaying the game again someday. Oh crap, yeah, I need to like get in here. I looked behind me as I was in that hallway there, and there was a wall pushing me in, so I had to like just... The game was forcing me to fight out here. Understandable. Yeah. It's definitely, I would still say Final Fantasy 14 is definitely one of my favorite MOBA games for sure. It's definitely a very fun one and a very chill time. Yeah, as for Abiotic Factor though, like I would say Abiotic Factor is also a very fun game as well. I definitely like the premise of that game, where it's like it's a survival crafting game set in sort of like a not Black Mesa. I think it's a very fun idea. I definitely like it a lot, man. I haven't played a whole lot of it yet, though. I do remember giving it another try with a friend of mine a while back, but we never really got back into the game, unfortunately. I need to play more of it on my own, though. That's the thing. I guess that's what it is. The problem as well too though is I've also just been like really distracted with like I've been really occupied with like other games like Super Animal Royale and stuff already though. Sorry, I'm kind of like losing my voice, which kind of happens after streaming a hell of a lot and also talking a whole of a lot. Half-Life and SCP survival combination. Playing it for a third time. Like I've beaten it already twice. Hell yeah. That's awesome here to be having lots of fun with that game there for sure, there, Poppy. Yeah, I definitely need to play more of it myself, man. I feel bad I haven't really, like, gone far in it yet. It's definitely a very cool game for sure. I like it, man. I'd always be happy to come join you in Antibiotic Factory if you want. Yeah, maybe someday. That'd be cool for sure. And to give her a hydrate reminder, Poppy, since we're not fighting anybody right now, I can hydrate here. Okay. Good hydration. Very good. Wowie. I don't know why I'm not getting attacked though. I would have assumed there would be a bunch of bad guys would spawn once I drop down here. Maybe if I pick up this... Yeah, there we go. Once I started walking towards the rockets there, bad guys started appearing. Yeah, no, like I said, this is the kind of game where once you like start making progression or reach for a certain like item or whatever, the game will not hesitate to spawn a whole lot of bad guys. Oh yeah, this part, I remember this. We want a quick save here. There we go. And we. Hello, I am under the water. Sorry. My mind went there for some reason. Having a hard time seeing the bad guys in the dark here. Okay. I could have sworn more bad guys spawned though. Oh, there they are. Right on cue. Because usually whenever you're under the water like here, that's when the game starts spawning these electric fish. Thankfully, Serious Sam has iron lungs. I'm pretty sure Serious Sam here is the only kind of character I know of that can actually hold his breath for like a super long time. He can still like run out of breath if you're under the water for a very long time, but that's the thing, it's for a very long time. Because I'm pretty sure if I stay down here long enough, a meter will eventually appear to warn you, like, hey, go get some air soon, buddy. I'm all full of the machine gun bullets now, too. Yeah, there it is. That meter up there is basically like your air meter, so once you're under the water for like super long, that's when that appears. But still, either way, like, yeah, Serious Sam, like I said, he knows how to hold his breath for a long ass time. He's the only character I know of that can actually hold his breath for that long. Every other game I play where that goes like underwater, that main character can only hold their breath for probably like, I don't know, like 10 seconds before they start dying. Hello? Oh, I thought the bag was gonna be around the corner there. I heard something as well too. I heard you. What is this now? I think I remember this. I don't remember the railings though. I don't think the railings were part of the HD remake. Or remaster, I guess. I don't know. The railings might have been there, but they weren't wooden, I think is what it is. There we go, okay. I vaguely remember like a big boss spawning here. which is why I was like super on edge once we arrived here. Damn it, die already. There we go. I'm pretty sure this is also the kind of game as well too where big bosses like the one we just shot there eventually do become like common enemies, funny enough. Which is not usually a big deal because once you get to like later levels, the game does give you like super powerful guns to take care of like those kind of bad guys. Isn't Serious Sam Special Forces, so... Wait, isn't Serious Sam Special Forces, so I imagine that he'd receive significant swimming and diving training? Most likely, yeah. That might be a thing with Serious Sam, yes. I think he has... Like, when it comes to like the backstory of him, not a lot goes into the backstory for Serious Sam. At least for the first games here, but I'm pretty sure in like, in the future ones, like the more modern ones, they do go more into his backstory. Especially since those games are like prequels as well too, so I guess they have to. Damn it, die already. There we go. Annoying birdies. Yeah, we definitely don't have the full arsenal either yet. We still are missing a good couple of guns. I think, yeah, this is the end of the level here, right? So that was the secret level. That was that was a whole extra level that you have to like discover. Once that level's done, that's when you get to like the actual next level. But hey, we did pretty good. I mean, not really. I didn't kill all the bad guys and didn't get all the secrets, but yeah, that was fun. I like that one. Okay, now for the next level. Oasis. There is only one more element to collect, the water element. Water from the underground stream is pushing us through the mountain tunnel, and we should soon reach the exit. If I'm not mistaken, we will be thrown into the oasis. If so, our objective will be very close. Enter the shrine built on this oasis and find the water elements. Sure. Here's sploosh. I smell food being made, but I don't know what food it is. Like, I smell something cooking, but I don't know what the hell is being cooked. Like, don't you know those kind of smells as well? Hey, I knew there was gonna be a secret behind the waterfall. When has there never been a secret behind a waterfall, man, eh? But you guys know those smells, right? You smell like a family member or a roommate like cooking something, but you can't like decipher the smell, so you're like, what the fuck is that? That's what's currently going on right now here. I smell something being made, but I don't know. I can't tell. Is your neighbor barbecued maybe? I mean, it's possible, I guess, but I kind of doubt it since the weather's still kind of, chilly somewhat. But it is still possible. I do live up in Canada, so people here just kind of don't care as well too when it comes to weather like that. Oh god. I saw the one, I didn't think there was gonna be more. God, I could go for like a big barbecue myself, not gonna lie. That sounds awesome. Just devour like a bunch of burgers and hot dogs while drinking a bunch of beer. Oh, that sounds awesome, man. Are they dead? Where'd they go? Okay, I think they're dead. Okay. Wasn't quite sure what's going on there. Me too, I'm over in Ontario. Hell yeah. Another fellow Canadian. Yeah, I love the music. Music's definitely not super, like... I wouldn't say it's exactly like, you know, Doom or Quake, where it's all about the, you know... the, like, rock and roll or whatever you want to call it. But if I remember as well too, this game definitely does have its moments, though, where it does kind of blast some action music. Like, it did happen during the past bosses that we got into. It was just kind of hard to hear, I think. But yeah, speaking of being a Canadian as well too, though, I wouldn't mind just going and getting a Slurpee myself. Especially for where I live in Canada as well too. For some reason, I think it's like the province of Manitoba entirely. Or maybe it's the city I live in, I don't know. But supposedly this province of Manitoba here, Manitoba is known for being the province for the best Slurpees, because like everybody here is always buying Slurpees. And I would agree, honestly, like the Slurpees here are actually like pretty fucking decent. Kinda sneak them on me, will ya? But yeah, it's just a shame that the 7-Eleven that was close to where I live is closed down. Would have been awesome to be able to get a Slurpee there still. I didn't see a tree coming. Just blasted a rocket right in my face because of that. Yeah, situations like that there where, because there's like a huge wave of these clear guys, I usually just stop using the double barrel shotgun at that point there and just try using like a different gun just to take care of the whole like army there. I don't know why I use double barrel in that kamikaze though. Okay. We good? We Gucci? I think we are. Okay, dokie. I will say though, like playing this game while also thinking back to the memories I have of playing the HD version of this, the HD version of this game, the graphics in that one are super damn fancy, man. Like when it comes to this level here, it's incredibly fancy in that game. But so far, like, yeah, when it comes down to, like, which version of the game would I prefer to play, I definitely am enjoying the classic for sure. The classic has definitely been a lot of fun. But so far, I would say the HD version is probably the go-to, though. Just because of the ease of access that one offers, especially for, like, the more, modern PCs. You totally can play this game in this resolution like I am, but it takes a little bit of finessing, unfortunately. You have to like go into like the game scripting and actually like change a couple like stuff in there if you want to get like this 1920 by 1080 resolution I have going here. Which it sucks, but it's, you know, at least I am able to play this game with this resolution.
Lizard.
Oh god.
Lizard.
Also, that weapon in the middle there is a grenade launcher. That's the grenade launcher we haven't picked up yet. It's an interesting weapon. I'm gonna get to it when I can get to it. Welcome by way, Sinister. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well in the week's been chill. Ah, crap. Okay, I'm just gonna use a machine gun. I also hear a scorpion guy coming around. There we go. There we go. Mark 3rd grenade launcher. So the grenade launcher is a little weird. I'll show you guys in a second here what exactly it does. Like I said, it's a grenade launcher, so it does lob grenades like you would expect in these kind of shooter games, but it has a bonus thing where if I look for the enemy that's making those noises somewhere, if you hold down the fire button, you can basically launch it. Holy crap, I just died. I didn't see that coming. Crap. Don't matter. That's okay. But yeah, basically, if you hold the fire button down, you can lob the grenade a lot farther. If you just tap the button, you just kind of like drop it in front of you, which is kind of what happened there. And I think this is probably what killed me, because I got like wombo comboed by my own by my own grenade and a mechoid that spawned behind me that I didn't even see until it was too late. But yeah, anyway, how are you doing, by the way, since I hope you've been doing well and the week's been chill. What have you been told about guns? They're not toys, you can seriously hurt yourself one? I mean, you are right, I did hurt myself, unfortunately. Let's try this again. So if I hold this down... Like, yeah, I'm just lobbing it, but if I tap it, then... Yeah, I just lob the grenade. I'm also out of grenades now. I will admit, like, in Quake 2, the grenade launcher is definitely one of my favorite guns, for sure. I do like it a lot. But I think that just kind of stems from, like, my experience playing a lot of, like, Demo Man and Team Fortress, too. But yeah, no, the grenade launcher in this one is usually not my favorites. And I think it's just because of, like, the fact that, like, it can be a little bit hard to wield it in this game. I think it's mostly just because of the fact of how, it's hard to explain. Basically, like I said, levels in this game can be huge. Excuse my giant disability rumbling. But yeah, because of the fact that levels are huge in this game, the grenade launcher is kind of hard to, like, make work because of the fact you have to, like, lob the grenades. Which I think is why that charging mechanic thing is in that gun. So you're able to, like, hit your shots from farther distances. Which is, it still works, but, like, it's still not my favorite gun, unfortunately. Demo Man, the best man, hell yeah. Demo Man is definitely one of my mains in Team Fortress 2. Other than, like, you know, Engineer and Heavy and, Soldier. Sleep could be better, binge anime? Hell yeah. I need to binge some anime myself as well, too. I'm thinking of maybe binge watching some anime once I get around to, like, learning how to speak once I start learning Japanese. How it goes? What's new? Brandon Fraser's presence. I'm doing okay. Just having lots of fun playing the Serious Sam, one of my favorite series of shooter games when it comes to the FPS genre, or at least the classic old school shooters. Amen, good taste. I'm a Demo Man is also, hell yeah. Demo Man's just really fun to play, man. I love lobbing those bombs everywhere, just watching the chaos unfold as I blow everyone up. HappyLizard anime win. Oh man, I don't know if well, maybe someday. It would be kind of cool to see my Sona all anime, like, style. Are you aware of the Xbox version on the original Xbox? Of course, there are some differences. Yeah, no, I know there's, like, different versions of this game, for sure. There's definitely quite a few. I already talked about it before here earlier, actually. I never really grew up with, like, Xbox because of the fact of how I had, like, a bad time when it came to, like, Xbox exclusive games. Sound attack secrets? Oh god. That must have been what I spawned earlier and died to. But yeah, no, like growing up as a kid, I was never really a big fan of Xbox, unfortunately, 'cause I just never really got into the whole hype for it. And so, like, I definitely... later on as the years went by, I do remember watching videos of, like, the Xbox version for this game, but, like, it was definitely not really my cup of tea. I prefer the PC versions of these games, man. They're more fun. I adore Serious Sam. I was introduced to Serious Sam thanks to Nick Scouter when I first went to the PS2, then I found the Xbox version. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, I know of the other versions, I just don't usually think about them too often because they're not really my cup of tea. That was also a bad location there. I took a hell of a lot of damage. I'm not doing too good. The experience with Xbox, but you're green, Xbox green. In all seriousness, this is all good. I don't play Xbox consoles much these days. Yeah, me neither. Like I said, it's not the fact I had a bad experience with Xbox, it's more I had a bad experiences with games that were exclusive to Xbox. Like games that eventually became exclusive to Xbox. I've talked about it a bunch before already here, and I won't get into it too much, but basically I just, you know, wasn't a big fan of those kind of like games in the end. I think there's a secret somewhere if I forget how it works. I know there's secrets around here, like there's stuff to do with like up over there. I don't remember. But yeah, no, like, when it comes to like the whole fact of like the console ports for certain games like Serious Sam or even like Quake or whatever, I've never really gone into that kind of stuff myself. Like I know about them, but never really was a big fan of the whole idea of like playing those games with a controller. It was more easier for me to play them with a secret bouncer. Oh crap. It was easier for me to play these kind of games with a keyboard and mouse. I liked being able to like have better aim with a mouse while also having like more buttons to press with a keyboard. It feels better this way. Okay, so I'm just like checking the buttons for what to press to swap weapons here. Okay. What I can tell about the Xbox. I get you there, yeah. Yeah, I am also aware of the Serious Sam 2 game where that game also kind of goes around that kind of like whole thing, but we'll get to it when we get to it. We'll get to that game when we eventually start playing it. Basically, all you guys need to know about Serious Sam 2 is that that game kind of it takes a turn. It takes a turn from what we're seeing here, where it's like, you know, it's like kind of serious, like ironically. Like the tone of the game is definitely serious and like, you know, very mature and stuff, but Serious Sam 2 definitely kind of like drives away from that kind of like seriousness in a little bit. Also, hey, we found a minigun. I knew there was a secret some way there, I just didn't remember how to get to it. There we go. But yeah, now we have the iconic minigun. It's perfect. But yeah, no, like I said, you guys will see how that game will get when we get to it. Because I don't want to like talk about it like right now. That game just feels like a whole nother experience to me, in a sense. I thought you said more buttons to press, not more buttons to press. I mean, I am also a fan of pressing buttons as well. I always say we're good at not getting into PC gaming earlier. Half-Life mods, hell yeah. Serious Sam 2 felt like a fever dream of Adult Swim from the 2000s involved, yeah. Like I said, we'll get to it when we get to it. Don't worry about it for now. Yeah, no, when it comes to my history of like playing first-person shooter games on consoles, the very first one I ever actually played was Medal of Honor Frontline for the PlayStation 2. I don't remember hating the game. I remember that game being pretty cool. But yeah, no, I definitely was not a big fan of the controls. The controls in that game felt very stiff and was hard to like aim at bad guys. It's really hard to explain. It felt like there wasn't much smoothing when it came to like moving the camera around, you know. It felt like it was very hard to get like a proper fine aim while like using the sticks to like spin your camera around. Which is kind of like I guess one of the main reasons why I never really got into the whole idea of like playing shooters on consoles, because of that game. Have you played, I played the third one before, but we'll get to those other ones soon. I do have those games in my library as well too, but I was hoping to play through the series first before we eventually play the fourth one in Siberian Mayhem. Also, this is a room that I hopefully quick save before I walked in on. Because this is definitely going to be a big fight here. Let's take out our minigun. You ask me how I grew up with survived console controls? Yeah.
Let's get serious.
Oh yeah, I forgot how good the minigun is. It's not like the minigun in, or the chain gun I should say, in Quake 2, where the gun takes some time to spin up, and then once you know, let go of the trigger, the gun still takes some time to like slow down before it stops shooting bullets. But this one is just like, you know, once you start holding down the trigger, it just starts, man. And once you let go, it's done. Oh crap! I didn't think they were that close. But yeah, this is another like classic moment here. The dreaded like frog room or whatever the fans call it now. It's basically just a room where the game dumps like a whole lot of these like frog enemies at you. And if you're not careful, you could totally die. Because they swarm you, they really swarm you, man. Which is why I felt the need to take out the minigun. Oh, god damn, I'm missing a lot of health now as well, too. I need to stop using the rocket launcher, I guess. I was hoping the rocket launcher would help, but now that the horde is kind of thinning out, I should just use this. Ooh. That was fun. Oh, quick save here, despite the fact that I'm on low health. I failed to include if you played. I mean... Of course I didn't. I think I said that before already there, actually, where it's like, no, I didn't play them. I've only played the PC versions. The secret in this room? I think there is, yeah. I might have, like, missed it already, though. Eh, don't matter. Well, actually, hold on. I can just simply press this button. If I remember what it is, I think one of the walls here can blow up. There it is. Check the other ones just in case. I'm usually not the kind of person that would like hunt for... Oh my god, I forgot that happens as well too. Oh, forget that. Forget it, no, that's not worth it. Like I said, I'm not the kind of person that hunts for secrets in these kind of games anyway. I'm not much of a perfectionist. I just want to play the game and just chill. Yeah, no, I am. You said it already as well too, since you played the console versions, you never got to play the original. I remember you mentioned that already. Oh crap. Saw that coming. It spawned a frog at the end there, but it blew up because of the enemy rocket that fired. Okay. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, I also talked about this before already as well too earlier, where it's like, the very first Series 7 game I ever played was the third one. I missed out on the originals back then, unfortunately. It wasn't until later on where I eventually got like the HD remasters for the game on Steam. And that's when I got to play like the first, second counter a whole lot. Never did beat the second counter though. I'm hoping we can this time around though. Pretends to be Shakespearean actor. What kind of gamer doesn't hunt down at secrets? It's blasphemous. Play however you want, yeah. Oh my gosh, Sinister, that's like the third time. God damn it. Like, I already said I've only played the PC versions, can you please stop asking now? But yeah, Dunes, next level. With all 4 elements in hand, I feel very confident in our mission's success. Now, we are approaching Memphis. It should be over that hill before us. I am reasonably confident that we will find some answers there. Do not expect an easy entrance. Memphis is probably heavily guarded. Okay. This is definitely another classic thing here for this game. The Dunes level. I'd say that this level in particular, like entirely, is like a classic, man. With the music and everything. Sorry, yeah, it's all good there, Sinister. I understand, man. It's just like, you've asked like how many times now. And I've already responded like how many times now, too. Here we go.
Here comes trouble.
Hell yeah. The one Bolgan stuck behind the other guys. Alrighty. Yeah, the music that plays in this level in particular, I remember being classic as well. Because I think in future Serious Sam games, they do try to like use this music again. Like they kind of like remix it here and there. At least for the 3rd game, I remember they did that. I don't know if they did it for any other ones, like in the 4th one or whatever. I need a better gun. Oh boy, okay. Not bad. I wish Twitch allows me to rewind so it won't make things awkward. I think Twitch should feel bad. Well, I mean, technically you should be able to. It's just that you need to, twiddle's fingers, you need to sub to me so you can be able to, do that. No, I'm joking. But I am, that is true though, like, I think it's a thing that certain streamers need to enable, but like, basically if you do sub, you do get the ability to actually like rewind, like as if you're like watching like a YouTube video or whatever. And we protect ship in every girl in town, then no polyamorous relationship is a thing? Yeah. Rockets. Rocket launcher. Holy crap. I would have heard a lot of that rocket explode in front of me there. See what items have spawned. I hear more bowls. There we go. Oh boy, this game, man. We are definitely getting to the levels now where the levels are going to be starting to get real huge now. Because we almost have like the full arsenal now. Almost. We're still missing some guns. But because of that fact, the game is starting to like throw more of the like bigger waves now. So that's why the levels also need to be like extra huge now. There you are. Actually, honestly, now I realize it, now I think about it as well too. I think another reason why this level is very iconic for this game as well too, because I think this is the level that shows up on the cover art for the box for this game. The cover art for this game on the box, I remember, shows Serious Sam fighting bad guys with like a minigun and a shotgun in this particular like area actually. Can this clear go away? There we go. Oh boy, I was holding my breath for that one there. Like the moment I ran out of like machine gun bullets, I was like, oh god. Which is universal? I don't stop on Twitch, yeah. Mr. You is a Serious Sam fan. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. I have to like look around, making sure I'm not getting jumped from behind as well. There we go. Cause yeah, no, like when it comes to like the whole fact of the Serious Sam series, like I definitely am a fan of the games for sure. I wouldn't say I'm a diehard fan on the, like they're fun, but I wouldn't really say they're like my all-time favorite like first-person shooter games. There's other FPS games out there that I also enjoy playing a lot of, like the Quake games and the Doom games. Okay, by the way, Braun, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. How are you all? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well myself. Hopefully the week's been showing your ender too. Yeah, I've heard of John St. John, yes. Serious Lizard. I try to be serious every now and then. As much as I like joking about here and there, I do need to remember that being serious is also important as well too. Serious Sam is one of those games you play to you just shut off and have fun. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Because ironically with the name there, it feels like when it comes to some of these games, they're definitely not the most serious games actually. There's definitely moments where it can get very goofy. Especially when it gets to Serious Sam 2. But again, we'll get to it when we get to it. I'm pretty sure a lot of bad guys are gonna spawn once I pick these up. Yeah, there we go. Holy crap, a lot, yeah. I am getting hit and I can't see what I'm getting hit by. This is pissing me off. What am I getting hit by? What is killing me? Whatever. I'm just gonna assume it's all these ones and somehow the projectiles are still hitting me even though I'm strafing. Okay, what? Something's shooting me. I can't see what. Is it like the sand? Whatever. It's stopped now. That was really dumb. I've never seen a game do that before. That has definitely never happened when I played the HD version. The HD version definitely does not do that. I'm going well, still packing to prepare a move on Saturday. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioned that, yeah. Best wishes still in hopes the move that will be nice and smooth and won't be too stressful there as well, Braun. If you're far in the desert, the heat hurts you. It happens to me as well. Okay, I get you there, yeah. That makes sense. It's just weird because like it never happened in the HD version, so I was confused. Heads up, by the way, everybody, in just over a minute and a half from now, an ad break is about to start as well. I'll probably be taking the time to hydrate some more because the throat is definitely getting very dry. Just go ahead and grab that ammunition. I definitely need ammunition for my machine gun, or minigun I should say now. It's like return to the comment zone in certain modern games, yeah. Thank you for the belly rubs, Ryuji, and the head pats. Big hugs back over to you, my friend. But yeah, if we finally go over in here, though, there's another new gun here. It's a laser gun. If I remember, the laser gun is also another pretty powerful weapon. But the ammunition for this gun can get a little scarce. Pew 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 pew. Ugh, not bad. Make sure there aren't any cats nearby. The Citrus might still be around. He might still be resting on Giant Lizard Belly. I'm not quite sure though. Anyways. Still a lot more fighting to be had though. Gotta focus on these guys. These guys can be very annoying if left alone for too long. Which is why, of course, why the game spawns them up on those pillars there. That lens flare though, holy crap. I hear another one somewhere. There you are. Ow. Ow. Oh yeah, there's another one. What's the button for... Here we go. Okay, is that all the green Loban reptoids? I think so. Yeah, indeed. I forgot Sam does that. Good old Sam, man. Like I said, Sam is definitely... When it comes to, like, most of the protagonists in these kind of, like, games, Serious Sam to me is very, like, Johnny Cage in a way, where he's very action star. Like... He's not exactly like a Duke Nukem. He's definitely kind of like Duke Nukem, where he's all about, you know, the quips and stuff. But he's definitely not very... Well, maybe he's very testosterone-fueled. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. But I definitely do see the resemblance, though, when it comes to, like, Serious Sam and Duke Nukem. Because, like I said, they're both all about, you know, the quips and the one-liners. Serious Sam is kind of a parody of Duke Nukem? Yeah, exactly, yeah. I think we're done this level now. Let's move on forward. Yeah, just move forward now. I saw a pickup there. I do see stuff up there as well too, but I don't know how to get to them, so I'm not gonna worry about them. Okay, I need to hydrate and stretch here. Oh god. Oh, good stretchies. Okay. Much better. You played Duke Nukem 3D and any Duke Nukem games after that one, like 0 Hour? I mostly just played 3D and Forever. There was also another one that was it went back to the side-scrolling genre like it originally did. Manhattan Project, I think is what it's called. But those are the most of the Duke Nukem games I remember playing. And yeah, welcome back for the ad break, by the way, everybody. Big hugs over to you all, thank you guys for being patient with them and sticking by with them. I do appreciate the support tons. Last I recalled, if not, then I am blaming the Mandela effect. I'm not sure. I don't remember you asking about the Duke Nukem games there. But yeah, Memphis suburbs. Entering Memphis was tougher than I thought it would be, but I never doubted that you'd make it. We are now in Memphis suburbs. Poor people and slaves lived here, so I don't think we will find any significant information in this part of town. You must penetrate deeper into the very hearts of Memphis. Penetrates. I'm so immature. Why was my aim pointed down to the ground? Okay, so we're definitely treading into the levels now where I have very vague memories of. Because these are the levels I don't really have like the best memories of. I barely remember what goes on in these levels. Most of what I remember about this game, at least when it comes to the HD version, is the first few levels up to like the Dunes one. And the final level, which the final level is just basically just like a waves after waves of bad guys and then the final boss. But yeah, if I recall, this one is just basically just us roaming around again. Just have to like look around and hope we find our objective. Oh my god, the corpse of this scorpion one's blocking the rockets. Hoo-hee haha. I love it. I posted the trailer of a fan project where someone's redoing 0 Hour but made in first person. You might have. I don't remember it too well. Might have been shared like a while back. I hear you. Where are you? Where'd they go? I heard the kamikaze guys, but they ran away somewhere else. They might be doing a flanking maneuver on me, maybe. Yeah, I think the main reason why I don't really remember this level too well is because this one's kind of one of the annoying ones. This is a level where you have to like check around every corner because they will definitely hide an enemy around each and every corner. And there's a lot. Ow. At least we got them some of the best guns so far, though. I think we're only missing one more, which is supposed to be like the best gun in the game. Which is why we don't have it yet. I'm being shot. I can't quite see where. There you are. I do like the music. These damn scorpion guys. I did, just posted it and called Duke Nukem 0 Hour Overclocked. Yeah. I guess if you want to share like the trailer, whatever you can. Over in the Discord. Ow. Yeah, I definitely need to make more of a habit of quick saving because of the fact that we're getting into like the harder levels. means we're probably gonna get into moments where I'm gonna die a bunch as well. I hear you. There you are. But yeah, no, when it comes to like the best weapon in this game, unfortunately it's not a BFG. BFG known for being, you know, like the best weapons in like the other old school games like Quake and Doom. But this one has its own kind of special, like, epic gun in a sense. It's also a bit cartoony in a way, but yeah. When we find it, you'll see. Okay, these were the pillars that lowered down that I saw earlier. Also grab that, that's ammunition for the laser gun. Do not die, it's not healthy. You're not wrong there. I'll try my best not to die. It'll probably happen though, because it did happen like earlier in the Oasis level where I kinda got ganked by a bad guy that spawned behind me. Which can't totally happen again, knowing this game. Ow. Oh damn, I didn't expect him to be that close. I'm losing a lot of health and armor. Hello. So this is always gonna spawn a bad guy. Hold on. What the hell was that noise? I tried to mimic that noise and I almost choked. Hold on, I need to hear that again.
Secret you have found.
Okay, I see now. Okay. Secret you have found. I love it. Obvious reference to, I don't know, like Star Trek, I guess. Or Spaceballs, one of those. This is another secret I remember. If I recall, I might want to take out, this gun here. I walk in here. Or not, maybe I'm thinking of something else. I swear, once you walk into like a moment like here, the game will spawn like a whole lot of bad guys on like the top of there, like on the walls of there. And it's like really bad guys as well too, like really tough ones, which is why I took out the laser gun just in case. Wolf, rawr. Hey there, White Wolfie, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hopefully you've been doing well there. I think I've seen most of what I can around here. Gotta get to the next area. I like how weird this game gets, and it's a reference to Yoda from Spaceballs. Are you sure about that? Like, sounds very far-fetched there. I'm just joking, by the way. I obviously know the reference there. Is Zeepy? No, I get you there. I'm also starting to feel a bit eepy myself. I think it might be getting close to that time where I do need to, like, wrap up soon. I at least want to try and finish this level first. I hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, day's been pretty chill so far. Hopefully it's been chill for you there too. I got a message. Hold on. Suburbs, Metropolis area is near. There should be an entrance to the Metropolis at the end of this yard. Fight your way to it and enter the Metropolis area. Yeah, I still want to make the habit of reading those messages just because, like, that's the game's way of, like, telling you the story. And I do want to tell the story when we play these games as well. Hello, you hater, fallen, welcome on in. How have you been? Hopefully been doing well there. There's a lot of these blue guys. Thankfully they're not too terribly tough with the weapons we have now. Of course I blow myself off that rocket there. One rocket is usually enough to take them out. Had a rough 2 weeks, but I'll be okay. It's good to hear you'll be okay at least there, but I am sorry to hear that the past 2 weeks have been pretty rough in your end though. That definitely sucks for sure. Still best wishes, don't hope things do get better soon there, my friend. Big hugs, oh god. Big hugs over to you, my friend. All the big peck and belly enveloping hugs. I keep pressing F5 to quick save, but F is 6 in this game. Most other games I play, they have like F5 as the quick save button. This one I guess wanted to be a bit special. Thank you for the care package reminder. I think I'm getting attacked right now though. Oh, maybe not. Well, hopefully nothing comes at me here, so... Yeah, let's take the time to stretch and hydrate here, Dad. Welcome by the way, Perry. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well and the week has been chill on your end there. Oh, good stretchies. And I will drink some more water. Okay. I definitely need the. I do need the hydrates. Throat is definitely starting to get very dry, but also weirdly phlegmy as well. Which I think is just a result of me talking a whole lot. Like in one whole period. Body's still not super used to me talking for long periods of time, but hopefully I'll get used to it the more I do it. How are you doing? How goes Sirius and Salmon? It's been going pretty fun so far. Definitely still love this game tons for sure. This is my first time ever playing this version of the game though, the classic version, the OG as it were. Cause yeah, growing up I've only ever really played the HD version of this game. But yeah, no, this one's definitely been lots of fun for sure. Secret trap. Okay, this is what I was thinking of. Hold on. I need this. I thought they spawned the red version of these guys. Guess not. There it is. Yeah, I knew there was a trap like that eventually. Somewhere in this level. I wasn't sure if I was misremembering it and it was like in a... if it was in a different game or in a different level. Doing good, munching on my first meal of the day at midnight of fried chicken. Been good, just been doing school stuff. Okay, it's good to hear doing good at the very least. Hopefully school stuff hasn't been too stressful on your end there. The fact that you're having your first meal of the day though, but... like, I was a bit worried that, like, I hope you were, like, eating enough, but I think you're just, like... I think it's just because it just hit midnight on your end, right? So, I see what you mean, though. Hopefully you are eating enough, there, Perry. Food it... Secret yodeler. Oh, God. I'm dead. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. Spin-offs. No, I talked about that already earlier as well too. I never really played much of the spin-offs or the in-between games. I definitely know of them, like on Steam. I remember seeing them here and there, but I never really got the chance to play them. I told you dying is no good for you. I know you did, but it's hard. In a game like this where death is around every corner, it's hard to like avoid it. It's like when you're playing those classic Gauntlet arcade games and death is like right there, like looming over you. Okay, Okay, now that I know that those guys spawn there, I'm gonna just like move right around, out of the way. There we go. Trial and error sometimes, that's all it is, just trial and error. Not like learning from my mistakes there, I knew to be ready for those guys that time. What should I be using? I don't know. Keep using my rock launcher for now since all I'm getting attacked by is those blue guys mostly. Tisk tisk. I'm more of a fan of the main series. Yeah, same myself, yeah. I prefer playing the main line games. I don't doubt that some of the spin-offs are probably cool, but I wouldn't know. Like I said, I never played them. What was I analyzing, by the way? I was analyzing the locked door there, okay. This door is locked from the other side, so I guess there is no way to open it from here. You should look for an alternate route. I noticed an entrance to a sewer in his yard. I'm sure that the Metropolitan part also has a sewer. You should enter it and see if they are connected. Which I think is like this, here. Yeah, right here. Let's analyze that. Closed gates to sewer. The entrance to the sewer is closed. There must be a mechanism for opening it. Look in this yard for it. I forget where it is actually, but we'll see when we see it. Hopefully. I haven't eaten yesterday at all. I started eating just before midnight. School stuff wasn't stressful, just frustrating. We had to vent our group frustrations in a report to the school about a project that got fucked up for reasons utterly outside our control, but we got blamed for anyway. That's crazy. Oh my god, I would be mad as well too. Being blamed for something that was out of your guys' control and like didn't cause or whatever. That would have pissed me the hell off. At least you're able to vent your frustrations, I guess. Hopefully it all works out there. Still though, I'm sorry to hear that happen though. That sucks. Excuse me. Overall as well too, hopefully you do get plenty of food there as well there, Perry. Like I said, food is important. Bless you. Thank you, Poppy. That was just like a hiccup out of nowhere that just kinda caught me off guard. Blames those. God, the double barrel shotgun is so satisfying in this game. Well, I mean, most shooters have like, you know, they make sure to make the double barrel coach gun satisfying as hell to shoot. Tervasteski? Oh, thank you, Perry. I'm saying what I said, it's how many times we gotta teach this lesson, old man reaction. Yes, that bit from SpongeBob. I love the young people. I definitely feel like that's old man now, sometimes. I love the young people. Just seconds from getting my ass kicked. We were literally a month behind from the get-go with wrong information, then with no contact info to the clients, then with the teacher just fucking our process right up. Yeah, no, like, again, I would super be bad, like, be super mad, man. That is such bullshit on you guys' end. like, how did they fuck up that hard like that, man? Oh, this must be the bunny to press. Either way though, like I said, best wishes and hopes things do hopefully get resolved like nice and smoothly. But this is still definitely very dumb. Hello. Secret place. Wow. I think I'm finding most of the stuff I can. We're throwing a teacher under the bus without hesitation. Good. These people vote Gumball. I don't know the context. I haven't watched a lot of the Gumball, unfortunately. Amazing World of Gumball. The most I remember from Gumball, from like scenes I've seen here and there, is there's that one episode where they're playing like a Jumanji-like kind of board game. Then I remember seeing a scene where Richard, I think it's the name of the dad, he's doing the whole trek to like all the different burger places to eat a burger from each place there, just to get like the secret menu item. That's most of what I remember from the show, unfortunately. Let's use this. There we go. Now we can progress, I think. Quick save just in case. Do I need to blow it up? Oh, I thought for a second I did something there. I was bashing a use key there, which is what happened there. The use key is the same button for opening up that menu there. I must be missing another button then somewhere. That's what's happening. I've only seen clips of Gumball, but it seems entertaining enough. It's definitely I wouldn't say it's a bad show. It's got a lot of entertaining moments for sure. It's for me, unfortunately, it's just one of those kind of like shows where oh goddamn, I pressed it again. There we go. There we go. Now we can progress. It's just one of those kind of like shows where I struggle to find the time to like sit down and watch this all. Like if I had the time, I would definitely watch it, but I just don't. I'm too distracted with like other stuff. I hear it clear. Ow, stop, it hurts. There we go. Is that all of them? I guess so. Okie dokie. I'm pretty sure the moment I jump down here, the level ends, so let's do that. Come on, there we go. Whoops. Actually, it's a discover a secret there. There we go, okay. Alrighty. There's a scene where Gumball, take vote. Okay, I see the context now, okay. that is definitely very hilarious. The kid, they don't know, like, how to use PCs, so just fucking up, like, super hard. Then there's the horror of the realization that, like, those idiots, like, vote. Great. It's like, that's definitely one of those kind of, like, jokester where it's like, adults will definitely get it for sure, but, like, kids probably it'll probably fly over the kid's head. Gumball can be horrifying at times. It definitely can from what I've seen, yeah. Which also reminds me as well too, actually, I do remember another scene now. There's a scene where their mom, I forget her name, she has like a whole fight with like another kid's mom, and it turns like into a whole anime fight. Like out of nowhere. It's so weird but hilarious and awesome. The sewers. We've entered the underground sewer from the suburban part of town. I'm sure that the metropolitan parts also had a sewer. You must explore and check if they are somehow connected. If they are, find a way to the metropolitan area. Sure. Alright, we need you to voice this as if you're falling from a super high place. Good enough, let's go with that. Nicole Watson? Yeah, that was her name, yeah, thank you. The father's Richard? Yeah, I remember that. I remember his name at the very least. But yeah, I think we will go ahead and save here for now, and I think that will be it for today, because if I look at the time, we definitely... Oh god, I just realized what I did there. I alt-tabbed there. But yeah, no, either way, though, we're definitely at that point in time now where I should probably like wrap up now and start getting some like dinner in my giant muscle guts, so we're gonna do just that. So what I'm gonna do is we'll just go ahead and yeah, we'll just go ahead and quit here. Oh yeah, I forgot, every time you quit the game it starts playing the credits here. We'll save through the credits when we actually beat the game though. We'll do that.